go, my man.
Woo! All right. Welcome to a special After Dark session charity stream of Dark Matter. So this is essentially D&D in space, for the most part. Aliens, spaceships, technology, magic, everything that everybody loves. So we have some beautiful people here with us. I don't know if you want to do introductions or announcements. Do we have announcements?
Do we want to do our last round of announcements since this is the last game of the charity stream?
I feel like we should.
I think we should. What's up? I've had a lot of caffeine. I'm really sorry. I've been up since about early. Not as early as Julia, but early. So...
I'm awake.
Julia's here from Australia. She's here. So
Dynamite.
God damn it.
I hope no. Look, I don't think Australians are listening, so like it's fine.
I really hope your character.
I hope not.
I hope there's one Australian listening, just
There's
one,
really
and he's just like,
pissed.
"Oh,
Really
oh,
upset.
fuck, that really made me feel bad." Like, really cuts him deep.
This is already chaos. So thank you for joining us all weekend. Well, half of the weekend. It was Friday and today. I've forgotten what day it is. For our charity stream, we've been playing for charities, then organizations that help kids and families dealing with homelessness, poverty, and situations of domestic violence. All of that stuff is unfortunately through the roof right now, given what's going on in the world. I've been seeing different reports that police are saying that domestic violence situation calls have gone like tenfold increase because everyone's trapped inside. It's really bad. So in the U.S., we're playing for Project Night Night and SAFE, Stuffed Animals for Emergencies. And then we're also playing for the UN Refugee Agency and the Children's Aid Foundation of Canada. If you have an organization in your area that does this kind of work, we encourage you to support them. They're going to need the help, and it's best when it's in your own backyard. Because we are an international group, that is why we try to kind of cast out the help as much as possible. That's always been the goal. So we know money is tight. It was tight before. It's even worse now for so many folks, and you don't have to monetarily donate. When things hopefully clear up soon with the pandemic and you can donate your time, that's extremely valuable to these organizations. If you can do book drives or stuffed animal drives, dry food, anything like that, support your local food pantry. All of those organizations do really good work. So we are very grateful to have you all here. Thank you for coming back to the stream. I've said it every single time, but you've set records across our channel for these streams. I'm just like, where did everyone come from? What's going on? What's happening? I especially want to say a big thank you to our friends over at Mage Hand Press for this gorgeous setting. This is a lot of fun. If you have not seen this, you can enter our giveaway. There are 10 PDF copies of Dark Matter up for grabs right now, along with dice bags. There's a really cute cat. No, we're not giving away Chris's cat. Oh, no. I just got distracted by the cat.
You can have my cat. She poops on the floor all the time. I'm really fucking tired of it.
Steve's giving away the cat.
It's over there.
It's just over there somewhere. Just all kinds of cool stuff that you can enter to win. The tweet is pinned at terrible_party. All you need to do is take 30 seconds to fill out a Google form. We are country restricted in some spots as far as giveaways are concerned, so that is why we ask you to fill out that form so that we can match folks up appropriately with where we have some shipping restrictions. And please note that giveaways may be delayed on shipping, especially if it's international, because of a virus. So there's my blanket statement. Thank you, Chris, for running this.
Yes.
Hey.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for playing. This is fun. Steve, change your display name.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And thank you for making my birthday super extra fun, guys. I'm very excited.
Happy birthday.
Yay!
Happy birthday.
Thank you. So this is exciting. So I think that's it. Did I get everything? I don't know anymore. I've repeated myself so many times.
I think I
Yes.
sounded very
You did
complete.
it.
Okay, good. That's good, because I would like to stop talking now for a minute. Okay, thanks. No pressure. Do you want us to do introductions now, characters, or do you have an intro?
I have a little bit of an intro, but then it's just essentially going to jump into you guys are on board the ship. So here's a little bit about like what's going on. So all of you are spacers who are working on a transport ship, and you are shipping some important cargo. Uh, really, the only one who knows about this cargo is the captain as of right now. So all of you have kind of just had like questions and like, well, what's so important about this? It seems like a very like hush hush and a very quick and hazardous situation. So whatever you're handling must be very valuable, and you're being pretty well compensated for it. You know that once you hand off, it's going to be a big payday, and you may be able to retire or do as you please after this. So you were shipping this cargo from some unknown destination where you met up with some people in a space station to grab this cargo from, and you're taking it to Bastion in the hegemony of man, which is essentially like Earth. If you think about it, Bastion is kind of like Terra. It's like the main planet in the hegemony of man. So it's like mankind's domain. That's like their capital planet. Um, so yeah, you guys are aboard the ship and just tending to your daily routines and activities. You're just about to depart this space station and head towards the Maw Gateway to do the final jump to get to the hegemony of man to then fly towards Bastion. And as you guys are, attending to your duties, the online ship AI announces, approaching Ma in 15 minutes. Please prepare in your crash couches. So you guys are aboard the ship. What do you want to do?
Are crash couches something that are normal, or is this like an alert?
No, so the crash couches are kind of like a thing that I pulled from the Expanse. But the crash couches are essentially so you can deal with jump drive. So it's like these couches that are designed with this special gelatinous elixir in them. And so that elixir absorbs all of the gravitational pull so that your body, your bones don't get crushed by the G-forces of teleporting at such high speeds. And it also injects several elixirs to accelerate your heart rate and then slow your heart rate at certain points of the trajectory so that you don't go into cardiac arrest from all the force that's being put on your internal organs. So yeah, it's just some really cool sci-fi shit that was like, yes! Nice. So they're called crash couches because in worst case scenario, they are for crashing, but they're also for warps. So, so no, you're not crashing.
Nice. I think Styx is gonna walk around, like before she herself straps in, just gonna do a quick walk around, check in on everyone, make sure they're like feeling comfortable, they're like all strapped in, they're like, they're also emotionally and mentally prepared to go through the mall. Like someone can have a little quick sip of her calming tea if they're feeling nervous about it. And she just wants to make sure that everyone is feeling comfortable with this. And once she's done that, then she'll herself strap in into this weird contraption.
Can you describe what Styx looks like for everybody?
Yeah. So Styx is a Scafari, so one of the insectoid looking people. Like she walks on 4 large claws. Her body is she is large in comparison to most like of the other crew members. For Scafari, she's pretty lithe, sort of. Her like insectoid shell is the color of like a light purple. And she has antenna on top of her head that just like move into at a very rapid speed in all kinds of different directions and stuff, because it kind of like it's kind of like when she thinks or she checks something, she's like, okay, I have to do this, and like her antennas kind of move in sync with that. And she has like a pair of like little glasses hanging around her neck, and she wears breastplate armor, and she has a little bag where a belt would be, like where her hip sort of is, and it's filled with like little herbs and tea bags and things like that, because she is the assistant of the science officer on board, and she also fancies herself as the ship doctor, so to speak. And not only doctor, but she doesn't even use the word doctor, she uses healer. She doesn't look only after the physical, but also the mental and emotional health of everyone on board, to varying degrees of appreciation from the crew members.
All right, awesome. All right, so Styx is going around to the various personnel that are on the crew, and just making sure they're all right, making sure everybody's preparing for this warp and getting things kind of physically and spiritually ready for this journey. So what's everybody else doing?
I very specifically want to go last for a reason.
Okay.
So I'm waiting.
All right.
I guess.
the ship is.
Go
Go ahead.
Okay. Quipple is just going to be kind of tinkering with Pleep and getting him ready to go, kind of anchoring him down on like a charging port or something.
Okay.
Pleep being his little robotic AI. Quipple is a formless, jelly-like humanoid who, unlike most of his race, prefers to wear clothing, and his choice of clothing is a top hat, monocle, and lab coat. So he is currently just kind of messing around with Pleep and locking him into the charging port, and then putting himself in the crash couch.
I would almost imagine it would be more of a crash jar, but maybe I'm just taking formless too seriously.
Just a Tupperware container and just climb just suctions himself in. He's like, I'm good, guys.
Sorry, because that came tied with the door-to-door salesman. Hi, y'all. Have you heard about Tupperware crash couches? All right.
Alrighty. Daywin, what are you?
Oh God. Hey, Styx, can you come here for a second?
Yes. Yeah, of course. How you doing, David?
Am I doing this right? And he's got like his butt in the crash couch, but no other parts of his body because he's not too sure what's going on. Is this right? I mean, I'm protecting my spine, right?
Wait, what? I'm sorry, but like, what is Daywin again?
Daywin is, well, I was gonna get there. Daywin is a, so Daywin is a particular type of elf. He is a star fae elf. So they kind of, in my mind, he's from a particular subrace of them that they kind of look like drow, or maybe they came from a drow bloodline. So they have that like bluish, ashen skin. He's got kind of like the boy band haircut across, so like with the big thing. I knew Chris would laugh if I said that.
Did anyone else have the
So-
South Park boy band song go through their head? Because it was
I
just
won't
me
even say
then.
the name of it, but
We'll talk about it. This is the After
Yes.
Dark one. If we
This
break midnight,
is-
I'll sing it.
We're already broken.
God.
So it's like, but he's got but he's thick bangs, and it's kind of a mix of blue
it's
and
very
white.
K-poppy.
It's very K-pop. Thank you for the word that I was trying to come up with.
Oh god.
It is. It's very much that. He's got like just no pupils, just plain pure black eyes. But he's a low worlder. So he came from an older set of planets that didn't have things like Maz or a lot of the technology. So he is basically the hick on the ship. And like some of this is just beyond him. He can work a few things, but his magic is, he's a war mage, so his magic is also a little more old school. So I purposely didn't give him a lot of the more dark mattery spells that are in there because he wouldn't know them quite yet. So he's got his tactical vest on, he's got his gear on, and he's all like, he looks like he's kitted out to go fight somebody, but he's just got his butt sticking in the crash couch because he's like, I've never been through a mall before. Is this what we're supposed to be doing?
Don't worry, I've been assured that this ship and this crew has done this plenty of times, so I'm sure it will be fine. Here, let me get this for you. And like Styx walks forward and like grabs him and like pushes him down into it, like not to hurt him or anything, gently, but there's definitely like a stern motherly force behind this. That's like you're gonna be okay. Just relax.
I've never been pushed around by a big bug before.
Amazing.
Oh, Devin.
All right.
I told you his entire vibe is like Whitesnake 1987s, like, but with a hick accent. So just everything is very like.
It's fine, cause Styx doesn't like get any of those like references or jokes. She's just like, yeah, you know, I aren't many Scafari probably where you are from. Like she just takes it all literally.
No, you're the first one.
But I hope I make a good impression.
You're very nice. I mean, but I just got shoved down by a bug, so I'm gonna sit over here and just. All right, am I good? I'm good.
Yeah, this here, you buckle it up here and you press this button over here. I've been told. Yeah, very good.
Rad.
And then she reaches into her pouch and she pulls out like sort of like candy on a stick, but it's like herb, like a sort of like healthy candy on a stick, like honey and herbs mixed together. Here, have a lick of this, and it will calm your nerves down. Nothing to worry about.
Do you have some of that? Do you have something I could smoke? I prefer to imbibe, intake.
Oh yeah, sure.
Sweet.
And she reaches like back into her bag. It comes up with like some like powder that is like also like crushed herbs. It's not drugs, it's medicine.
Oh,
that's accurate.
what my mama used to say too, to get me to take it. So, yep, that's what we're doing. Okay, I'm good. And he just kind of settles into the crash couch. I'm ready for the mall. Bring it on.
Nice. And then like after she gave you your stuff, she like pulls again into her little bag and takes out a little like notebook, and it's very weird because it's like actual paper and not like a data pad or something. And you would know at this point, like she has this notebook that is just filled with like turns of phrases and proverbs that are all like health related and stuff, because like in Scafari culture, proverbs are a big part of their speech and their language. So she tried to adapt that to non-Scafari creatures. So she takes out and says, okay, let's see. What do we have here? Oh, yes. Here. When the heart is at ease, the body is healthy. There you go. That should get you through. And she like closes it again, very satisfied.
That's the prettiest thing I ever heard. You're a poet.
Oh, I actually didn't come up with that. It's an old human proverb. I researched some to like.
You don't have to be modest. I know you wrote that. It's okay. I'll take it. Just go with it.
I want to punch the hyperdrive so bad right now, like in this moment. Like I want to do it like right now. I was gonna type it to you, but I decided to just say it out loud. But like, I absolutely want to hit that dark matter button like in the middle of this conversation and just send the whole thing awry.
That would be really funny.
I will even give you a chip announcement because we haven't even touched chip yet.
No, I want this. So yeah, that happens.
Yeah, that happens. And once everyone's taken care of, she gives Devin a pat on the head. And
no, I want to catch you in media race. Like I was imagining you're in the middle of that conversation. You're holding your book open. Like it defeats the purpose if you go away. Like we can if you want to. That's kind of the point. All right, it's up to you. I'm just saying. My
Oh,
opinion.
I'm like good for it. If you're like
Okay,
you
all
hear
right,
this
you're
and
good
you're
for
like,
it.
let's
You're
go.
good for it.
All right, so
Okay.
as you guys
This
are
is a
talking,
one shot, no holds barred.
and Styx is like sharing this proverb, you just feel the ship just take this immediate speed boost. And those of you that are sitting in the couches, you kind of like flex back, but the gel kind of like takes form of your back, and you're like, oh, okay, this is nice. Styx goes flying across. So you're thrown to like the side and kind of hit up against the wall, and you're like, ah. And you guys are speedily moving towards the mall portal. And
Greetings, ladies, gentlemen, and other beings. This is your captain speaking. You may have noticed a slight increase in our acceleration. But don't worry, Old Danger's got his hands on the throttle.
Steve cracking himself up is always the best thing.
Steve, Avatar of Chaos. Nice to meet everybody. Okay, but yes, I absolutely say that over the intercom. 100%. Absolutely.
all right. And
I assume that gives Styx enough time to get back to a couch before
Yeah.
Oh,
it
yeah.
gets
So-
bad.
it's
Six
still a
doesn't
way
even
off.
seem perturbed in the least. Like she comes from a pretty rough place.
If
Like-
you have been on this ship for a while, Chip does douchey things like this all the time. He
Yeah,
doesn't even
she
think
probably,
about it.
Like, she probably like braced herself. She used like her wings and her hooked claws to stabilize herself, and then she just like smirks and shakes her head, and then like goes to strap herself in.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
All right.
and
So
let me
okay.
describe Chip in the cockpit. Yeah. So he's like sitting alone in his pilot's chair, which would also function as his crash couch for sure. And it's just this like giant, oversized, like purple velvet, almost armchair looking thing with like these like brazenly ornate, gross gold like armrests that he's got his console built into. And he's just like a regular human dude, but he's probably like on the fatter end of things. Like it's clear he doesn't do a lot of running. Chip sits his most of his life in this chair. He's wearing like just like the classic like leather aviator jacket with like the collar, you know, like the fur collar, and like the loose unbuttoned shirt. But he's like again like really out of shape and nasty, so like it doesn't look good. He's like got some stains on it. And stuff. But he's got that like the hair that like slicks back like with the oil, right, like all the way up. And like he looks like a Hitler Youth recruiting poster with like the blonde haired, blue eyed look, like. And he's just space pilot extraordinaire, Chip Danger. And he pulls up the throttle a little bit more as he approaches the mall, and he's, you like it when I push you to the limits, don't you, old girl?
Oh my.
His ship is named the Moldy Crow. I decided that a minute ago.
Moldy Crow.
If you get the reference, you get $1. Anyway. Yeah. So it's Chip. Please, go ahead.
All right. So as the ship speeds up out of the space station that you guys were stationed at, you accelerate towards the mall portal, and as you head towards it, you see this portal in front of you. So has everybody got that handout? Did it show up?
Yes. Oh, it's
Yes,
badass.
that's awesome.
Yes.
So you see this giant maw of some gargantuan celestial entity that is just stationed there with all of this technological equipment wrapped around it. And you see in the center of it this like floating, it looks almost like a mirror because it looks flat, but it's just another part of space. So you're just seeing this flat disk of space that you're just heading towards. And as you look out the ship's windows, you all kind of see this, and you've all been through jumps before as part of the crew. but every time you see it, it's just another, just like, how? Like, what is this thing? This is crazy. Like, it's just so out there.
All right, old girl, we're gonna come in soft and smooth, just the way you like it. And Chip navigates towards the portal.
All right.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. All right. So you guys head through the portal, and as you first enter the portal, this rush of nausea hits all of you as you're suddenly pumped with these adrenaline rushing elixirs that all these hypodermic needles are stabbing you into your back, and the gel just sort of like starts to go and go, and you feel your lungs falling to the back of your rib cage. You feel everything just pushing down and down to where it feels like you can't take anymore and you're just gonna explode. And then all of a sudden, this adrenaline just rush, and you feel it coursing through your veins. You feel and then you just get this rapid burst of energy, and you're just sitting there, and millions of lights are just zipping by you. This dark purple, blue, green color of just a rush of vivid colors. And then another elixir is pumped through your veins, and this one you feel kind of slur, and it just feels like there's honey or molasses running through your veins. You just feel this thick, syrupy substance. You can feel it physically pushing its way through your veins and into your heart. And the weight sort of gives off of your chest a little bit, and you don't feel quite like you're being crushed anymore. And there's almost this weightlessness for a second as the portal opens and everything just kind of like slaps back down and back into reality, and you all just are there in the crash couches, heavy breathing as this rush is sort of coming off, and the jump has been completed, and you guys exit. And as you exit, you're flying out into this vast nothingness of nothing but stars and some distant planets and space-like debris. And in the distance, you see these glowing lights kind of waving by. Almost looks kind of like butterflies or birds, some kind of flying entity. And it looks like a flock of them. And they just fly on, and eventually they disappear out of your view. But a lot of you look around and realize this doesn't look like the hegemony of man. This doesn't look anywhere near where we were supposed to jump. And then just at that moment, Chip, you hear Norb alert you. Captain, it seems as though the Maw has directed us into the wrong quadrant. Error. Dead magic zone approaching. Redirect trajectory or systems will melt. And then everybody hears these klaxons just ringing, just and all at once you guys feel the crash couches, these two automated like seatbelts swoop across your chest. They slap down and they lock into place, and they pull you tight into the gel. And you guys feel the ship start to careen towards the closest planet. And at this moment, it seems like all is out of control. You guys don't know what's going on. Chip, you're trying at the controls as best as you can, but nothing is responding. It seems like everything has been shut off. There's no energy. It seems like your void engine has just went dark.
Well, that's not good. He's gonna light a cigarette anyway. I mean, he just had all the drugs pumped into him. This is his ritual. He has an ashtray built into the chair.
Oh my god.
Space ashtray. And he'll fiddle with a few more controls like he knows what's going on.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming nothing happens.
No, so yeah, you see like Chip is just in the cockpit, flipping all these things. Like, okay, like sort of like you
Well,
just
it's
know.
not that one. I used to
This-
know how to do this. It might be that one. No. What about this button? No, it's not that one. That's pretty much it.
and you feel the ship just slowly start to sort of groan as it just starts shifting and being pulled in the gravity well of this planet. Um, so the ship just goes into free fall. Everybody is held motionless because the crash couches have now secured you as part of this emergency protocol, as has just stationed you. You can hardly even move your arms or lift your arms off of the couches. They have essentially locked you in place. So closer and closer to this planet, you just see nothing but this tan orange orb approaching you. And this planet's getting closer and closer. And then at that moment, you feel this chilly, icy feeling in your back through all these multiple holes as the hypodermic needles pump forth this elixir that's not an elixir any of you have felt before. And then you start seeing double vision, and you try and look over and make words, but nothing's coming out. And then you all just black out, and there's nothing. It's dead silent. You're stuck in your head, in your thoughts. What happened? Did we miscalculate? Did our crazy psychotic captain finally kill us? Whatever we're transporting, did it do this? And then you wake up and you hear the moaning of the ship, and you look around, and there's smoke, and there are wires dangling, and electricity just jumping off of the ends of them, and cracking and crackling against the sides of the walls. And you see smoke start to flow up from the engine. And at that moment, you're starting to wake up, and the crash couches release, and you're now free to move about the cabin.
I go immediately and check in on Davin because I know he was worried. So I wanted to check in how he's doing.
Huh! Ugh! What the?
Are you all right? Talk to me. I wave my claws in front of his face. How many claws am I holding up?
he was, when you walked in, he was actively trying to fend off a piece of electrical equipment and was like, "Ah, ah, ah. Hey, is the ship supposed to do that?"
I'm not entirely sure. Even although with Chip, we can never be really sure what's happening.
Yeah.
Maybe his heart finally gave out after this incredibly unhealthy lifestyle that I've been trying my damnedest to correct him. But you never know. I hope not. If it did, I'd be sad. If he didn't, then I'll give him an earful. How are you doing? Everything okay? Can you move?
I think I'm all right, but we need to go get everybody else. Quipple, Bleep, where are you? He's not moving. He's not leaving his spot. He's just yelling, "Y'all right?" Oh, you're muted, Joe.
Oh my God, he's dead.
Oh
Sorry.
God.
Oh no, he's
Oh
dead.
no.
Oh no, he's not responding.
My bad. I have children running about the house and don't want to pick up the background noise.
Yeah.
So are we within hearing distance? Are we in separate cabins, or are we all in the same cabin? And
The crash couch area is just a main area. It's right by the loading docks. It's kind of the most structurally integral part of the ship. So the crash couches would all be in a line on either side, So you'd have like a port side and a starboard side of the ship.
Oh, I guess
So-
I didn't need to yell. You're right there. Whoops, I forgot.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot. Common. Yes, I am fine.
All right, that was a lot of tongue moving. You just no, I'm not gonna ask. I don't care. I do care, but not right now. Are we dead?
I don't think so.
I feel solid.
I
I
don't.
give Devin a pinch.
I mean, I think
Can you
we're
feel it?
all right.
Is being solid the only thing that makes you real or alive?
Oh god.
No, but that's also like a
Some-
moral, philosophical question that I just wanted to make sure I wasn't dead.
Well, if you are dead, then we are all dead.
I don't think I'm dead because I can feel that. That's how we used to test where I'm from. You make sure you're conscious by poking somebody or yourself in the middle of the head.
Cadavers still. You can poke a cadaver.
Yeah, we don't have cadavers where I come from. That's a lie. Got you good.
Six was about to like take out her notebook and like write a note that like star elves don't die.
I mean, there's story. Anyways,
I was just
Doug,
like-
what are we doing? What's going on? Who do I need to fight? I'll fight.
You know, I don't know.
Shit.
Pleep, where are we?
Oh no! Did we lose everyone?
We are alone in space.
Chris,
Oh my god.
What? Yes. Hello.
hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we
Hi.
can now.
All right. Am I pleeping it? I guess I'm pleeping it.
I think you should.
And there you have your answer. Now questions are explained.
Now I have to keep that up for the rest of the fucking game.
Yep.
So essentially, Pleep gives you the readouts of the planet. It's a desert planet, and you've crashed into. Well, let me just move you all over. You've crashed into what appears to be a canyon. You guys can look out the windows, and Pleep also warns that the ship is no longer operating, and that Pleep can't get any signal from Norb, which is the ship's AI. So Norb went kind of silent. Pleep also tells you that during the crash, all of the cargo bays had ejected as per their protocol, their emergency protocol. So the cargoes have all been scattered across the planet to the best of your knowledge. Luckily, there are locator beacons on them that you all are aware of the locator beacons. But Norb is the only one who has access to the actual encryption files for those locator beacons. However, it is possible to get it from Norb even shut down. So, but yeah, that's pretty much what you get. You're not in You're not in Bastion. You're not in the hegemony of man. Pleep says that probably dead magic zone somewhere, and surprised that Pleep is even working.
Oh, thank goodness you are still working, Pleep. Thank you.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
Pleep says we're screwed.
Well, now that don't beat all. I guess we should go check on the captain. Although if he did this, I'm gonna kick his ass.
I'm gonna help you.
Yeah, that's right.
We probably should stick together, yes.
You got it, man.
In the cockpit, ship like comes to. Well, that was a heck of a landing I pulled off there. Like unstraps the belts. And he gets up. Seems I've also conquered another planet.
Oh my god.
Great work, Chip. Great work. Well, I better go find the crew and make sure they're not all dead. Oh, and that cargo. And he'll kind of lazily saunter back to the airlock door.
All right.
Wow.
So as you open the door to the cockpit, it's normally automated, so it's kind of and it slides open, and you walk out, and you see
I don't
the
have to
rest of-
exert any effort to open it, right? Because I'm not going to do that.
Oh no. It's just kind of forceful. It's like when the screen door hits the wrong track, and you're like, damn it! It's like it's not hard. It's just annoying.
I have to set one of the minions on that.
Oh my god.
Keep going.
So yeah, you all are face to face, and you are crashed, and you look outside, and you see what appears to be a canyon.
Well, if it isn't my heroic crew, brings me such joy to see you safe. So tell
You're
me,
still alive. How surprising.
of course I am. I'm Chip fucking Danger. Nothing bad happens to me. And he looks out and he like finds a crate and he like kicks it over and he puts his foot up on it and like the
Oh, Captain Morgan pose?
yeah.
Jesus.
So, tell me about this planet we just conquered. Also, where's my cargo?
Out the back.
Well,
Gone.
it sounds like you just voluntold yourself to go find that.
Yeah, no can do there, Mr. Sir Captain Man. That's a no-go.
Well, listen up here, Daywin. When I took you in aboard the Moldy Crow, like the fine and noble soul that I am, I made a promise that I would teach you the ways of the galaxy, that you would see sights never before seen by you specifically. And I would teach you the way the world works. And right now, this is the way the world works. We are the only people on this planet, which means that we are a society in ourselves. And as the captain, I am obviously the king of this new society.
So as Chip is saying all of this,
We'll have to rebuild, of course.
you hear this like knocking on the glass, on the outside of the glass. Just sort of like a...
Come on in.
No, wait. Who is it first? That's always a good
No, come
question.
on in. Where I'm from, we just invite everybody in. Come on.
But Daywin, this isn't where you're from. This is my house,
Is this where
basically.
you're from? That planet don't look like no. Yeah.
Can we see what's outside?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Is it showing to you?
We don't have any power in the like the ship is on like emergency power, so I'm assuming that like
Yeah,
maybe the monitors aren't working.
The ship is just dark right now. There's nothing.
Oh, balls.
Do you see the?
Yeah, the desert
Okay.
landscape.
Do you see the
Mhm.
lizard folk?
I
Why is it
don't
not
see any lizard
sharing?
folk.
Nope.
No.
It won't let me share.
It's been having trouble today with switching screens.
No,
It has.
Yeah, you may. we
Don't
had
worry, I
trouble
can
this morning.
provide some chip patter to fill the moment. You see, we're gonna build a whole new empire here.
Oh, God.
Please hurry.
All right, it's in your journal.
Canyon to Shining Canyon.
Oh my god.
Was that shaded
Please,
Steve or
no.
Chip?
We'll found a state religion too. It'll be called Chipism.
No.
Our followers will be called the Chippists, or maybe Dangerists. I
Alright.
like the sound of that.
Can you see that?
Yes.
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 Good enough. So you see, it's not a token. Leave me alone. All right. You see, fucking roll 20. All right. You see these two lizard-like creatures, just sort of walking up and just kind of knocking on the window and waving in, and you hear some muffled sounds like them talking.
Good
but you
lord.
can't really hear it.
Men. Sorry. Let's Shatner impression.
So
Don't open the door.
Open
They
the
have
door.
pointy teeth
Sticks
and
opens the door.
pointy sticks, it looks like, and a gun.
those are guns.
I got guns too.
Alright,
You ain't
so-
scared of me. Open the
Sticks,
door.
you said you opened the door.
Yes.
Okay, so as you open the door, it sort of creaks open as well. It's a little bit harder, but the pneumatic doors sort of lift off once it hits past the latch, and it opens up, and these two lizard folk introduce themselves, and one of them is like,
Hi. Is everybody okay?
We surrender.
I'm sorry. We thought
He said it, and I pointed Daywin.
We mean you no harm. We were simply on patrol and looking for some scavenging materials.
How'd you like to join the best gosh darn crew in the galaxy, man?
Uh,
We have a very
thank
interesting
you.
insurance package. Note the use of the word interesting in place of, say, comprehensive.
The dental sucks.
If you are in need of assistance, we can help. Our beast is up top. They can pull the ship out if you'd like. We just figured we'd help out some fellow travelers. We're heading back to the main city, actually.
Oh, so this is an inhabited planet?
It seems I'm not the
Yes.
king.
We
Don't worry, you never were.
there's a few colonies nearby, but thanks to the dead magic zones, it's difficult to maintain these, as we never know when the technology will stop working. It's very fluctuating. But yes, New Callisto colony is the closest one, and that's where we're heading.
I was gonna make the worst joke in the world,
my
but I
God.
just decided against
You
it.
haven't already?
Oh no, this one was even worse.
Steve,
This was
God
a
damn it.
different level.
Hey, Quipple, do you know what they're talking about? New Callisto colony?
I have never been here, but it sounds like they have a colony up there.
Right, yeah.
And colonies mean bars, and bars
mean-
mean alcohol.
if you guys wanna roll a
In
history
measure.
check.
First,
you wanna roll a-
measure, Quibble. I
Yes,
gave
they
you a
measure it out
plan.
before they put it out into the glass.
I gave you a plan of how you can reduce your alcohol consumption. Did you look at the plan that I gave you?
It's given all to me.
So if
Alright.
you'd like to make a history roll to try and figure out what planet or what, New Callisto colony, where the hell is that?
History, boring. Sir,
I
that's-
rolled a 10.
16.
Alright. 16.
This is why I have a crew.
Anybody else?
Maybe I can give it a shot. 1 second.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, I just
guess
have a
this-
+1.
throws the plans for colonization into disarray.
I rolled a 7.
7. Okay. So
I have no idea.
yeah. Styx, you're not sure. You've never heard of New Callisto colony before. Colony is kind of a new word to you since your people don't really colonize. So you're still kind of learning some of the humans' ways and some of the other humanoids' ways
Yeah.
of finding these new civilizations and naming them.
I read it in my notebook.
Quipple and Daywin, both of you sort of have this thought. Okay, you mentioned dead magic zone. This could be somewhere near the Gnomish flotilla, possibly Nibilian or Soul. Not entirely sure which one, but since the dead magic zones are moving, there's no real guarantee of which one we're on, which as of is kind of doesn't really matter which one we're on. We just kind of need to get off and go to where we're supposed to be.
Magic's for people that think.
Yes, obviously something you are not capable of.
I think about more than you might be aware of. Say, my scaly friend, you wouldn't happen to know if you how long we've been crashed down here, would you?
We witnessed it several hours ago and climbed down here. So it's probably, I'd say, the better part of the day, actually.
And you didn't happen to see some cargo canisters get jettisoned out of the ship, did you?
There. Are you talking about the shrapnel that was falling off and smoking?
Sure, yes. Let's go with
then,
that.
Then yes, it flew off. Well, a ways away. It looked like it came off in the atmosphere.
And did it land somewhere?
I would imagine if it's heading towards the planet, it would crash somewhere.
Oh, that means we get to go on a hike, everybody. Let's do it.
Nice. We could all use the exercise.
I know.
Could we perhaps buy motorcycles or maybe a buggy of some sort, a cart that could be pulled by horses maybe, but not just for me to ride in? I'm the captain of this fine vessel, you see.
There's none of that here. We have our beast that hauls the scrap. If you want to ride on top of them, then that's okay.
Is it elegant?
It's like a big beast. So,
I'll take that as a yes.
all right. And where's that?
And if you want to go ahead and pull the old moldy crow out of this ditch, we'd be mighty grateful.
So,
Perhaps we could talk about some compensation?
Yeah, that would be greatly appreciated. We just really just trying to look and help as many people as we can out here. The wastes have been very strange lately, and it's really better if we all kind of help out where we can. People have gone missing. It's really strange. If you don't mind, some of your people helping us, helping Dax and I connect the cables to the beast, if you don't mind.
I'll do it. I'll help.
All right.
Of course, the minions will help. I'll go talk to the computer or something.
All right. And over the next couple minutes, Dax and Nell, these two brothers, hook up these tow cables that look like they're made of these really huge wrought iron chains, and line them up towards the canyon. And one of them climbs back up out of the canyon, which this takes the better part of the day since this is a very deep canyon. But gets you out of there, gets the crew and everybody. You are all able to hike up out, and the ship is being towed out. And when you get out, you see this massive beast. Looks a little brontosaurus-y, but the neck isn't near as long, so it's maybe giraffe-sized neck, but brontosaurus is in like the thick legs, just super thick. And
Point of order, they all hiked up. I'm in the cockpit. I'm going up with the ship.
Oh,
I mean, that's
my
I'm for sure going up in the
God.
ship.
Amazing.
And while you're in the ship, actually, you hear some static, and you hear Norb come back on for just a little bit, and you hear Norb saying, "Distress beacons activated. Location of cargo base."
Nope. Wait. Keep going there, Norb.
Location of cargo base downloading to datapad. Please refer to datapad for all future
I
And-
really didn't want him to send those distress beacons, but and he will look at the data pad.
All right. So yeah, you look at the data pad and you see what looks like a very generic form of the planet. You don't really have any landmarks or anything to go off of. You just see this holographic orb float up in front of you from the data pad, and you see these red blips of the cargo and where they might have possibly landed.
Can I identify the special one?
Yeah, you can identify the special one.
I want to go. Okay, I want to mark that one down.
All right.
While I'm still on the ship, did anything like else in the cargo hold survive? I noticed in the thing that I finally settled on out of the back of the book, there was like it looked like a land speeder or something in there. That could not be there. It's up to you. So I'm asking you now.
I'm gonna say no because
fair.
it would try and make sure that everything was ejected in case the ship is unsalvageable.
There might have been one.
And
There's
these are
not
your
any
these are
longer.
your protocols that you put in. I just figured as the self-absorbed asshole, you
Nope.
wouldn't want any of your riches to be destroyed, so you
It's a
would
good call.
send them out so you could pick them up later.
That's a good call. That's exactly what it is.
And I
100%.
literally just came up with that when you said it was Zap Brannigan. I'm like, that's something a dickhead would do.
That's 100% it. That's 100% what he did.
Otherwise, you'd have a land speeder right now. So I hope you feel good about yourself.
Well, it'll be nice and clean when I get to it. And he'll go back and wait till the ship's at the top.
All right. So Chip is just lounging in his.
He's also
captain's
trying to think of a
chair in
way to rip
cockpit.
off these lizard people into just doing all this for free.
All right. So it's beginning to get towards dusk, dusk, and you all are heading towards the settlement. And as you get to the outside of the settlement, this is what you see. You see strange things, strange people. This looks. It looks like a scrapyard to most of you. You see these ships that look like they've plummeted from the atmosphere and landed and are now just become shops or have become these bazaars, and people are just draping these carpets or these curtains off of them and just using them as their stalls. You see most of the buildings here are not buildings at all. They're actually crashed freighter ships or crashed ships that you're assuming, just like what happened to your ship, had hit the dead magic zone and just crashed into the planet and were brought here and set up and used, sort of like a trailer park, if you will. Very much ship on top of ship too, for like the skyscraper ones, very like Ready Player One-esque, to where they're just kind of the stacks like on top of each other. And you see all kinds of humanoids, races, mechs, just vibrant, what looks to be a colony, to the best of your knowledge. There's no gates or anything protecting the town. It's just sort of there.
Well, shit.
And
what about the people we see? Are they like all lizard folk, or are they different races?
They're all different races. So you see anything from androids to some starfae, elf. You see some humans. You see dwarves. You see gnomes. I mean, all walks of life. You see Avia Ra. You see a Avia Ra coven that's sort of like doing their prayer rituals. You see a little bit of everything. And the ships are so different that it's almost like art, that you're seeing all these different like variations of ship. There's a Lakshay battleship that's just like looming over the city like a giant Gundam, essentially. That's just sitting there, kind of cocked to one side, like it had crashed and like laid down. And I mean, there's just all various walks of life here, and it's not exactly friendly, but it doesn't look off-putting at first. You're thinking, okay, this is decent civilization to a degree.
I mean, so I guess that's fix the ship, find the cargo, get out?
Yeah, I will disembark off the ship. That's the plan. Now, where are our tiny scaled friends so that we can get some negotiation on?
All of this makes me think it might not be so easy. Because I kind of have the feeling if people could have repaired their ships, why use them as buildings instead of just using them to get out of here?
I am so glad I'm not the only one with intelligence here.
You're just thinking small. This is just somewhere to live. A ship sometimes can't be fixed, but ours definitely can be fixed. We just have to bring out the cash. And
Delusion is not intelligence, Chip.
But they say that ignorance is bliss, and who's really winning at the end of the day, champ? And Chip will go off to negotiate.
I mean, he did bring me onto the ship and all, but we could just let him walk off and
Oh
never
god.
come back.
I wish I could do that, but he's sort of my charge. I've sort of dedicated myself to trying to get him to be healthier.
Dear God, why? I'm playing this piece of shit, and I hate him. If I met Chip in real life, I would punch him.
Yep.
Oh, I would love to punch him, but here's the thing, all right? In my people, we have like a creed that whenever you see someone unhealthy or wounded, be they friend or foe, it is our duty to make sure they're healthy again. So when I decided to come on this ship, it was because I saw Chip, and I could have gone on another ship, but I saw our now captain, and I realized, my God, I've never seen a person who's in need.
This shall be my masterpiece.
Like, he is, yeah, like, it is my duty to treat all wounded. He is literally a walking wound, so... So I can leave him, as unfortunate as that is for me. But, you know, you guys can, so...
Oh, God damn.
As your healer on board, I would say it's probably not the worst choice for your own personal health, so...
I mean...
I'm dying.
I'm not gonna go anywhere. I just kind of was... I mean, there might be... There's, like, star elf folk here. That's weird.
They were probably all on the ships that crashed here, and then probably couldn't leave.
That's what
So
I'm
they just
wondering.
decided to stay.
One would deduce that we are also stuck here. So perhaps we should stay together.
That's true.
Unfortunate as that is,
I mean...
I think we're stuck with Chip.
Damn.
Although, one word does come to mind. Mutiny.
How about, what if we keep that in the back pocket?
I don't have pockets.
I do. Here's what I'm gonna do. So he like rips out a page from his little notebook. He writes it on the page. Right? Okay. Mutiny. MUTINY. I'm gonna fold it up into quarters and I'm gonna put it in my back pocket. It's literally in the back pocket now.
Chip just like pokes his head back around the side of the ship. Well, let's go already.
And so Dax and Nell kind of pull your ship over to the side, off of the main like drag per se of the square, and so this is the new Callisto colony. The best bet would be to check in with Lon Creston. He runs the Rusty Condenser, which is like the main info source of the colony, and a lot of people go to him for stuff that they're missing and looking for. So if
you need any more towing or some scrap salvage, you can feel free to let us know.
Well, Dax, and can I call you Dax?
Sure, that's my brother's name.
Oh shit, I thought I was talking. Well, that's actually perfect. Perfect. Well, Dax,
Yes.
we've become quite close in the last several hours, wouldn't you say? The best of chums. Who would you tell your old chum Chip is the best mechanic in this fine? And he like looks back over at the buildings and he takes like a city.
Oh, you definitely want to go see Trixie. Trixie has all the cool stuff. She's
Ooh.
got like super cool tech. She modified my rifle a couple days back. So,
We will. Where can we find this Trixie?
her shop's not too far from Lon's shop. And he gives you directions. Towards... Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, and last thing there, my scaly compatriot. How much would I have to pay you and your fine brother here to keep an eye on our ship while we go talk to this Lob and Trixie? I know it was Lon.
Yeah, Lon.
I know.
Fine.
I wrote it down. Down. It's on purpose.
Well, I mean, if you want us to sit here, and do you want us to do anything, or just?
Yeah, could you maybe just like poke around, see if there's like any holes you can go ahead and patch, like just stuff like that, and I can toss you some credits for that.
Sure, we can try. That's fine, I guess. Whatever. How's 10 credits sound?
Ooh, let's drive quite a hard bargain there now. Ooh, that's quite a hard bargain. You really know how to negotiate. How about 7?
Make a persuasion attempt.
Oh, man. I'm really going to try to sell it as much as possible.
Wow.
I love that role played, man.
Oh my God.
Holy balls, 22. I rolled a 19. That was the only way that was going to go well.
So, Nell just kind of looks around and he's like, yeah, I mean, we don't really have much else to do, and we left all of our scrap to pull the ship, so, I mean, that's fine. That's all right. We'll just kind of chill. Hey, Dax, we're just gonna stay here, okay? Okay. I guess we'll see you later.
Of course. Thank
Okay.
you. And Chip will just like gather the crew. I'm assuming they were like actually just standing behind him, absorbing all of the information and like taking in what actually needed to be done. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Probably. You guys were within earshot, so.
So we're headed over to the Rusty Root. I don't know, and some mechanic named Trixie.
Yes.
It is instantly creepy when you say it in that voice. It's instantly creepy.
I know. I know. Trust me. I know. I'm sorry. I can stop if it's too creepy.
You're fine.
Trixie. Which sounds better? Which do you guys want to start with? Which you can discuss among yourselves?
Yeah, let's figure that. I'm gonna let them. What do y'all? I don't want to say let you, but like, don't let Chip steamroll your decisions. That was a bad way to put it. Please don't let Chip steamroll your decisions by being an asshole.
I mean, we need a mechanic. That just makes sense.
I feel like that was the place to start. Steve, the player, thinks that the mechanic can get that rolling so the ship can get fixed while we do other stuff. And then hopefully by the time that we finish the other stuff, because like in video game terms, getting the ship fixed and getting the fuck out of here with the cargo is like our main quest. So let's start that so we don't have to fucking deal with it later. In Chip's terms, I just want to go talk to that mechanic.
Trixie.
Wow. Yeah, let's do that. I mean, that's just me though. I don't know.
Sounds like the sensible thing to do.
Seems logical, yes.
Okay. I was gonna like normally I would ask like what does everybody else think, but I would do it in character, but then I realized like Chip would never do that. I can't. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yep.
he's never gonna say that.
That's where you get to shut the DM brain down and turn the full asshole brain on.
And I just like started staring off into the middle distance because other people were talking, and that's what Chip would do.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
All right. So you all make your way down row after row.
Hey DM, just point of order, real quick. I'm gonna let everyone walk ahead, and then I'm gonna give the Lizard Brothers 200 credits.
Aw,
Jesus
okay.
fuck.
I got a lot.
I have a lot too.
He
but
doesn't
we
know
need
how
that
to spend
problem.
I
it.
have so
thanks.
much.
Thank you so much. This is awesome. Is there anything else you want us to do? I mean, this
No,
is a lot for just watch.
you be nice to yourselves. Maybe buy yourself some cool things.
Some pants.
You sure? I don't know. Maybe get a cool gun. I just appreciate it. That's all. Where I'm from, we pay for services properly.
Oh, thank you so much. I hope you guys find out where your cargo is, and you can get the ship fixed and get away from here. You'll be the first ones to ever do.
Ever?
Oh, from what I know.
Ever? Oh shit. Hey guys! He's like, running. We got a problem!
Come on, Daywin, we've got a mechanic to meet.
No, we got a problem.
Oh, what's
the
that?
matter?
So the brothers.
Do I have something in my teeth?
Always. I mean, I tell you it all the time. You just ignore me and tell me you have the best teeth ever. But the brothers said that we would be the first ship to get off the planet ever.
That's quite evident if you look around, yes.
Yeah, but you would think at least somebody would have, maybe figured it out, or if it's a dead magic zone and it moved and then they timed it right. Ever? Ever's a long time.
Oh.
And nothing is ever to chip danger.
Sweet.
Let's get off this hell.
That made no sense whatsoever.
Nope.
But you still believed me. Let's go.
All right, so you all make your way down row after row of these derelict ships turned into shops, turned into houses. It's almost like apartment complexes and shopping stores, and most of them are gutted. Looks like there are a lot of scrap dealers just trying to make ends meet, and just a lot of people don't really have credits per se, but the people who do have credits that you can see just from walking down, like credits will buy you a lot in this colony, since things are mostly done with salvage or scrap or whatever you have to offer. It's mostly trade based. And then you come across this ship. It's a gnomish ship, and when you enter, you see just walls of technology, all of these various equipment. Let me just move you there. Oh god, Super Mario. Okay. And you see this like cloaked figure off in the back working on some little gizmos, some little trinkets. And she looks up. She's like, "Oh, all right. Yeah. Hi. Would you like a baby? Would you like to buy one of my babies?"
How much do babies go for on this planet?
I've never met her
Depends.
before.
What do you got? What do you want?
We don't know each other. Someone else talk. And Chip will fade into the
Me?
back.
These are all my babies. And she just sort of
Wow.
waves around at all of the shelves.
Quipple is gonna walk over.
Too
sorry,
bad.
go
I was
ahead.
hoping for something more organic for me to study. Never mind then. I want to buy a real life baby.
Oh my god. Oh.
Quipple's gonna walk over to, or kind of slink over to the wall and start looking at all. Pleep, I think we're home.
I mean, I don't know anything about babies, but hi.
We should have that talk sometime, Devin.
No, I understand how they're made. I don't know it. Just never dealt with babies. They're small and squishy, and they worry me because if you drop them, that's it. So,
Yeah, how do you guys think? How I feel about you every? That's
wait, are we talking about this now?
what.
Yeah, they're not real babies, but anyway, I'm Trixie Shimmerbolt. This is my store, Trixie's Trek Tech. We're still working on it. Kind of workshopping. Nothing's really sticked. But yeah, I work on like technology, and so you guys want to try something out? You look like a good fit for this. And she runs over to the wall and she pulls over and she straps this thing onto your feet, Daywin. And it's looks kind of like a skateboard, it's like a piece of like metal that's just kind of like hovering a little bit. And she's like, okay, and I just turn these and calibrate that. And this hoverboard just starts up and you're just kind of floating there. She's like, yes, I knew it would work. This is Trixie's Trickmaster 10,000.
Whoa. Whoa, hey, whoa. You basically gave a kid a hoverboard. This is amazing. He was just like, I got it.
It'll do all the tricks that you want. All the tricks I programmed into it personally.
I got it. So, is this like a personal transportation something? And whoa.
Ooh, and you look like you'd be a good fit. And she runs over and grabs another thing off the wall. And let me find the notes. Oh gosh.
I know this pain.
Grabs it and like runs over and attaches this like backpack looking thing to you, Quipple. And it's like, okay, this looks okay. This is fine. All right. And pressure is perfect. Okay. All right. And are you ready for this?
Oh, I couldn't be more ready.
All right, baby. Do some magic. And then you hear this, and you start to float, and you realize this is like a jetpack. And then you turn around and you realize that it's just shooting flames out of it instead of like smoke or anything. And you hear this like, and you fall down to the floor, and the jetpack just erupts in smoke. And she's like, no, oh.
I have become a puddle on the floor.
Gross. There's a puddle of Quipple. Just try to don't get any Quipple on you.
Is your friend gonna be okay? I've never seen that. Like,
oh yeah, he does that. He does that.
Quite normal for him.
Okay, I'm so sorry. Oh, you would love this one. And then she just runs back against the wall, and she hands over this like wristwatch looking thing to Chip, and like puts it around his wrist.
I don't know this gnome. I don't know her.
Pushes a button, and then you just blink out of existence, and then blink on the opposite side of the room.
He throws up.
It worked. Oh,
Only the most physically fit. Only the
making
most,
quite the mess of your store there.
only the most physically fit can throw up after an experience like that.
This is just a normal day. I mean, I'm just so glad to have people in here after all these years. People call me crazy.
Oh.
You were not what I was expecting.
They don't really like any of my experiments.
Chip Danger, disappointed.
Styx was standing there, like, at first she looked at all of this and just like, oh my god, this is gonna make my job so much harder looking after all of them, making sure they're okay. But then I was about to be like, also I don't like technologies, I was about to like, oh god, just leave it. But then she said that about like how no one really appreciates her, and now I feel genuinely sorry for her. So I'm conflicted about it. Like I don't want to insult her work or anything. So I just like give her a pat on the shoulder.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sure you put. I can see you put quite a lot of passion and enthusiasm in your work, and I'm sure that will always pay off in the end. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Quipple's gonna
Said that.
swirl around and turn into his little form and pop out his arms into the sleeves and
Oh,
yes, often the line between genius and crazy is blurred. Don't
Yeah.
fret.
Nope,
It'll
this
be
is
fine.
the best thing I've ever experienced. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
thank you. So what did you all want?
Chip takes off the watch and puts it down. Spaceship, we need it fixed.
Also, could you make that watch so that it doesn't come back?
Oh shit! Actually, I have just the thing. And she runs off and grabs this box with a little button on it. It's like, yeah, I wouldn't push that. Last person that did, I haven't seen in a long time. Actually, yeah.
that's
And she
great.
just throws it over her shoulder and. So you have a spaceship, like a cool spaceship, like a big spaceship.
Oh,
Is
the
it
best spaceship.
what kind of spaceship?
The biggest, the bigliest spaceship. It's
Like
just
how
a
big?
marvel. It's a truly beautiful sight. The pride of the black skies. It's just, outside.
Why are your skies black?
Because we're in space.
We're in my store. I'm so confused.
He gets
Um,
down to her level. Space.
She takes off her hood, and you see this gnomish girl. Looks like she's maybe 14, 15,
Mm-hmm.
like super young, like, and she's just got like these piercings and everything on her ears, and she's got like a shock of pink hair, and she's like, well, I mean, I don't really have anything else to do. I mean, all I do is sit around here and tinker with stuff all day. Nobody really buys or takes anything because they don't like it. Do you like where's the spaceship at?
We've got it
no,
parked
open
outside.
thing?
It's really quite a marvel. We can take you to it. Have you never seen space, Trixie?
Like empty space.
You should come
I mean,
with us. You should come
Like-
with us.
Stars
Oh.
in the sky space, like
Yeah,
other
I've seen
planets.
the stars. I look
Have
up at
you-
night. Okay.
Have you been to a star, Trixie?
I look up at night. I have
Have I
eyes out,
been to
you
a
know.
star? No, because stars are dangerous.
Have you? Someone else try to convince her,
No,
please.
no. Hey, Trixie. One, I want this hoverboard. How much?
I mean, you can have it.
No. I'm gonna pay for it. How much?
Do you have any beasts?
Any what?
Beasts?
Beasts.
Yeah, everybody's walking around with like their own beast, and like I never got one when I was little, so
I was gonna give you
always wanted one.
credits so you could buy something.
Oh, you have credits?
Yeah.
Where'd you guys get those?
Yeah,
credits?
did I not mention that we have money?
Oh, okay.
I
I
mean,
have a lot of money on me.
I mean, yeah. Or,
Yeah, I mean, what? I don't know, like.
It's generally bad policy to start off a negotiation by saying, "I have a lot of money on me."
Give me 3 credits, and it's all yours.
Done. Sold. What about for everything else in the shop there, Trixie?
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
I will buy your store. I will become an investor.
I thought you wanted your ship.
I want both of these things.
Well,
It's
the
possible to have more than one desire at the time.
ship's gonna be pretty difficult, and I'm gonna need a lot of the stuff in my store. So if you buy my store, I won't be able to fix your ship.
What if I buy
fix
your
ship?
store and then you're my employee and then you just fix the ship?
I
This
don't
is
like
your
working
job.
for people. I
But I'll
tried
pay
that
you.
once.
Mm.
Well,
And I'll take you to space where you can
I
see
like-
other planets and shit.
I like to imagine as like Chip is trying to talk her into becoming his employee, all the rest of the crew just stand behind him making the like throat, like, oh, don't do it. It's not a good place to be in.
let's figure out your ship first, okay? Does that sound cool?
Deal,
You-
my tiny new business partner.
Thanks.
Ship Danger, they call me.
Chip.
Because that's my name.
Okay. I'm Trixie, so I mean, you already know because this is my shop. Duh. So yeah, we can. Where's your ship at?
Let's go. It's easier if we just show you, I think. And I would like to walk her back to the ship.
All right. And as you walk back to the ship, so we'll just quick walk back to the ship. Back to the ship. All right. So you're back at the ship. Trixie's just like, whoa, that's it? I thought you said it was big.
It is. It's all about scale, you see. It's all about perspective.
Well, I mean, I scaled that. And she points back to the Lekshay, like Gundam-looking thing. It's like, I took its eyeball. Nobody even knew. So
Impressed.
yeah, like you just want me to make it run or what?
Yeah, I would like you to make it like take off and fly again. That would be great.
I mean, that's gonna take a while. But I can look at it. Give me a couple days, maybe.
I think that's reasonable. I'm on
Sounds
a
like a
hoverboard.
plan.
I got a hoverboard.
And she just like
You just tell me
Throws
whatever you
down-
need, and we'll pay for it.
she throws down this backpack that then just pops open into like this huge bench with tools, gadgets, these whirring devices, and Pleep is just like and just goes over and starts floating by it and looking at everything and just floating over Trixie's shoulder. And Trixie is just barreling through your ship, just going through, throwing things out, throwing spare wires out, just like a mole rat, just flinging things like Sugar Rush.
And Chip is
uh,
standing behind her. Well, the Moldy Crow really is the pride of the galaxy. You see, she's a fine ship. Comes
that's
with
nice.
parasitic cards. Really, they got in there with that handmade craftsmanship. The fine panels were welded together by the finest longshoremen they could get a hold of. And it really shows in the way that it handles. It's just a.
You know,
I
I'm
could
not
keep
listening to you,
going,
right?
What? Oh, did you say something? Sorry.
He walks out just like sweating and covered in like grease and everything, and
I could keep
Grabs
doing
it.
that for a while, so I'm just gonna stop.
grabs a can of Crash, just pops it open and just downs it, throws it down, and runs right back in. And yeah, so Trixie's working on your ship, and now you guys need to find your cargo. And with that, we're gonna go ahead and take a break, if that's cool with everybody.
I think that's a good idea. You're about
Good idea.
halfway
Perfect timing.
in. I need Trixie to be in every game. She's
She is a
amazing.
delight.
All
Can
right.
can we get rid of Chip and make her our captain?
I'm
I
okay
would
with
be in
that.
favor of that.
You
Mutiny.
see,
Mutiny!
what you're forgetting is that Chip has the keys.
Damn it! We could take him. All right, so we're gonna go on an intermission, about 10 minutes or so, everybody, and we will be right back. go.
All right. Welcome back. All right, so everybody, you all were heading towards. Where are you all heading?
Towards
Trixie
the
is hard at
rusty
work.
condenser,
All right. So
our other named location.
named locations. Woo!
Writing them down.
That's out of character for Chip. No.
No, it is
all
for
right.
Chip, not for Steve.
So you all make your way back. It's not too far from Trixie's. It's a little bit further in, and it's just to where you can kind of see the other side of town, and you see that there's kind of a ridge off in the distance, farther away from town towards the horizon, where you can see that the sun is just starting, or the star, I guess, of this galaxy or of this system is starting to set, and it's becoming very dark out. And you
Dark
walk
matter.
up. He said it. You walk up and you hear this. And you all walk into this tavern.
That beat, it's infectious.
And you would know all about infections, wouldn't you, Chip?
You beat me to the punch,
I
Quibble.
don't know what you're talking about.
Just
Do you want me to
sass.
pull out your medical records, Captain?
You told me there was confidentiality. Let's find this Lon Creston.
Oh my god.
All right.
Whatever happened to Captain Insect confidentiality?
Oh boy.
So you see
I'm
these
just saying,
monitors.
I want you to know I can.
You see these monitors in the middle of this derelict ship. What looks like it may have derelict. It looks like it may have once been the galley, like the eating quarters of a ship, of a very big ship. Ooh, that music is funky. Holy shit! All right. And you see these monitors up on screen, and they all look kind of like advertisements of like these android workers that are kind of like confidants / escorts. And you see just people walking around drinking. This looks kind of like a seedy place, very shady. And there are drinks being poured, a lot of neon lights, and some dope music.
Oh yeah, it makes me want to get groovy.
Not my scene. Not my scene at all. Agreed.
I mean, I don't know what it is, but I kind of like it.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate. Hey, my experience. When we want to get our party down, we play flutes and shit by the river.
Oh, they'll play flutes and shit by the river. You just have to have the credits for it.
I got credits. That's not the problem. Wait, is this I'm confused. Is there something else going on underneath this conversation, Chip? Are you talking about something else?
Chip will dance over to the bar.
Chip, who I don't know nothing about no babies.
And he just
like,
yeah, get jiggy with it.
oh god.
Get funky.
No.
Nodding at people as he walks through the room.
Gross.
Make a performance check.
Please fail. I want to fail this roll so bad. If I could, if I could choose to fail, this would be the time.
One.
Oh my god, you're not gonna believe it.
Did you crit
No,
it?
it's a crit 20.
Oh god.
Wow.
So oddly enough, even
This is the
though
only time I'm not happy about this.
even though Chip is coming off as like the most skeeviest, nasty person, some of these people in the bar are just like, Yeah.
It's
kind
the
of
raw
dancing over and
machismo.
like, yeah, all right.
The
Mow the
raw
lawn.
machismo.
Start the lawnmower. Start the lawnmower. Mow the lawn. Mow the lawn. Sprinkler.
Oh,
Like, just straight dad moves. But these, I mean, people are pretty drunk.
careful.
It's
Careful,
pretty late
Steve.
in the night.
It's the
Um,
raw machismo.
No.
All right,
They-
so you head over to the bar.
He waves at his adoring fans.
This android comes up
You're like such a
and
dude.
may
It would
I
seem our
offer
captain
you?
has found his scene.
Does that mean we can leave him here?
I'm crying a little bit. I feel like such a fucking asshole.
May I offer you a cold beverage?
Oh, yep.
Of course, my good robot man.
And he just kind of pulls open his chest cavity, puts in a glass, and then you just see this like liquid start pouring out into the glass, and then hands it over, and then holds out his hand. Its hand.
I will like put a credit into it. The
And it
torso
takes it.
special.
And it puts it underneath the bar, and you hear this like clink, and it like.
Kelly, my fine android, could you point me to a Mr. Creston?
I'm sorry, Creston.
Mr. Lon Creston, I believe.
Yes, of course. I shall fetch the manager. And you just sort of see it turn and walk off the side of the bar into a back room.
And Chip looks over at Daewoo. See, Daewoo, that's how you get things done.
You pay for it and dance kind of weird.
Exactly.
I've heard that line somewhere else, but it didn't apply to this place.
Well, these are the places where I thrive, where I can be in my natural element with other cool cats.
A shitty tavern with weird music and artificial lighting.
Indeed.
Got it. Cool. Good to know.
Quabble Strax, he's going to fetch the manager.
Oh my
Apparently that's
God.
the one that,
Oh my god.
I know your name.
Oh my god.
It took me
That's
a
good.
second to. Who's the character? Oh!
Oh. Oh man. That's dirty.
That's bad.
The android went to go get the manager. Should be out in just a second.
I'm just waiting for Quipple to
Can I,
sucker punch you in the back of the head. That's like,
Can I
Leaned up on the bar.
try? Can I try when Chip isn't looking to like put some like? This sounds skeevy. Some capsules into his drink, but they're not like any bad.
Like
They're
vitamins, like
literally-
multivitamins.
They're like literally vitamin capsules.
Make a sleight of hand check.
I'm not even
Okay.
gonna roll the perception against it. That assumes that Chip is paying attention.
Yeah.
Okay, +1. Here we go.
It's gonna be a 1.
13.
All right. Yeah. So I think Chip is
Not
just
paying
enough
attention.
preoccupied with
himself.
dancing and himself mostly. Kind of looking at his reflection in the glass, like, ooh, yeah.
oh, that's horrifying.
And so you slip it into his drink when he's looking the other way and kind of feeling the music.
I know
And,
this sounds bad. Don't want to do this, but
okay.
I look. It's the only way I can get him to ever drink anything healthy. That is Stick's usual modus operandi.
Traps it when he's not paying
Slipping
attention.
healthy stuff into his meals and food and drinks when he isn't looking.
What you're doing is unknowingly prolonging this human cancer's life. Die.
And you all hear
I've
this
taken
like
it off to my people.
you all hear this sort of creaking and rumbling as some of the scaffolding sort of gives a little bit, and you see some dust as footfalls from up above, and you hear some groaning, and you see a door just sort of slam open. All right. Which one of you asked to see me?
That'd be me, sir. Chip Danger, space pilot extraordinaire. Pleasure to
Of
make your
course.
acquaintance.
Long Crest.
I'm gonna.
Oh. Businessman, I like this. Please, step into my office. I don't suppose you have friends with you.
I do, but they're more crew.
Ouch.
Very, very well. If y'all kindly follow me back into my office.
Definitely said that loud enough for you to hear.
You see this big fish looking creature, has like the catfish mustache going down, and it's this big trench coat, like overcoat, fancy businessman looking, got sort of a top hat, what can be seen as a top hat, but it doesn't quite fit his head. His head is very flat and fish like, and just a toothy maw, just all kinds of teeth.
Whose hat is taller?
Quipple's hat would
Okay.
definitely be taller.
Smile and the world smiles with you.
All right, very well. Let's come on back. Now, what business do you all have here in the condenser?
Well, aside from taking in the fine atmosphere and multitudes of attractions, breaking it down on the dance floor, as they say, we're really here looking for some information. You see, we recently landed on this planet of yours and lost something in the descent. It's quite important that we get it back.
I see, so you're scavengers looking for your lost cargo.
That's such an impolite word. I prefer mover of thing from point A to point B.
Very well. Makes no difference to me, but I can oblige. When did you lose this here
Chip looks back at the people that were paying attention.
equipment of yours?
That was about a half an hour out of the canyon. About a day? Less than a day?
It was like early this morning.
Yeah, it was like maybe 6
Yeah.
hours.
Daywin's
it-
not that smart that way.
I know, I was just letting everybody. All
Oh,
right.
God.
I believe that some of my scouts might have caught something on the radar over off the far ridge.
Could you maybe show us on a map? We'd be willing to negotiate for like a speeder or bikes of some variety.
Of course. Sure, if you don't mind, just watch your hands there. And he hits an icon, and this giant landscape of the city pops up.
Strax, pay attention. I don't think he can read a map.
I always pay attention, no worries.
This landscape of the city shows up, and you see all of the ships, and it even has your ship up to date on there, as if it's like Google Maps but constantly updated.
Chip gestures at it. Pride of the stars.
See, so you are the new arrivals here in Callisto.
I have to say, Chris, you do a fine Southern accent. As a curator of Southern accents, you do a good one. It's real proper. It's real well done.
I appreciate that. It was mighty fine of you.
One, you might have found another. Anyway, sorry. Yeah. So the point that he shows us where this landed, can Chip like recognize that as the stuff that he got from Norb earlier?
Yeah. So as he points over to the far ridge, you can kind of, if you zoom in on your generic map, you can basically, based off of your best recollection, that is in the direction that the main blip was that you want to go after. So you're thinking, okay, that's one of the cargoes, but where's my land speeder? Where's all my other cool shit? But you're like, no, I could buy like 20 new land speeders with that. So, but yes, that one is on the far ridge.
That was Chip
And
making that mental
actually,
math.
as you pull up your data pad, the blips have moved since then.
Oh,
Oh.
They've all
Hmm.
sort of combined to where the main blip had landed.
Nah, I don't
That must-
understand everything about that map. Is real cool there, Mr. Man. But that looks like our shit moved and somebody took it.
Yeah, we've had some problems recently of strange things going on past the ridge. That's why we don't rightly go over there.
What sort of strange things?
Things disappearing, people disappearing.
Like poof,
Stuff
gone
of
without a
that nature.
trace.
To a
This
degree.
sounds like a job for Chip.
Oof. Oh my.
Careful there. Steve was a little busy there for a second. You're gonna kill him.
Swallowed some of that one.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, that'll hit you real good here in a minute.
For that. It's a bad time to do that.
Um,
Rock and roll, man.
there's a abandoned quarry, or what appears to be some sort of impact site. We're not quite sure what it is. Everybody that's been over there is either gone missing or has gone mad. Most of them are no longer here at Callisto. However, I can offer you some transportation. It's not as fancy as you'd probably like. We don't quite have the best technology here. But we do have some steeds that might get you out that far.
Will I look regal on top of it?
I believe a man of your stature will look dapper on
I
top
assume
of one of
you
my steeds.
you saw me dancing out on the floor there. It was
Now, let's
quite
say
impressive.
that I divulge this information to you. You go and receive your cargo. With the help
Mhm.
of my transportation, of course. What percentage might I be seeing of this profit that I am, of no doubt, benefiting y'all?
Without like missing a beat, Chip just looks at me and goes, "Well, I'll tell you what, man. Let me find the voice. I just lost it. Well, I'll tell you what, there, Chief. There's really only one piece of that cargo that I need. So we come back with it. You can have the speeder. You can have the food or shirts or whatever other shit we had in the upper hold to make it look like we actually had cargo. You can have all that. There's only one of those boxes that I actually care about. My crew and I can take that and go. And you can get yourself some credits and a shiny new speeder."
Also, we would actually like to keep some of the food and the medicine that was part of that cargo because we will need that to survive once we get off this planet. Continue, Captain.
Maybe we keep some of the food and some of the medicine.
I think that is a mighty fine deal. I think I can assist you with this. I can put you up tonight if you would like, or we could head out tonight if you'd rather try and get things as fast as possible.
I'm sorry.
Three-
We?
Well, yeah, of course, I'm not going to provide transportation without some insurance, if you will, that my transportation will come back to my house.
Can I insight check him?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. I'm just trying to suss this guy out. Okay,
Oh,
just.
he's skeevy. Skeevy catfish
Oh,
man.
oh yeah. And Daywin's not good at this, y'all. So this is gonna be interesting. Okay, -1, 13.
All right. He's hard to read.
Okay.
He deals in sketchy as a living,
Okay.
from what you can tell. I mean, seems very sketchy. You're in the back room of a bar that's very sketchy.
I'm getting what's a bar in the first Mass Effect that's real sketchy? I'm getting those vibes, like.
Yeah, it's very it's very sketchy under the table type stuff.
Okay.
That's like nothing's really like legal or illegal.
Or it's just
Corey's Den.
yes, thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
That's the one.
That's it. That's what I got.
yeah,
I just
so-
kind of sidle over to Quipple and Sticks and go, I mean, I'm not a suspicious person by nature. This is all Sotoboche, by the way. And, but maybe we just keep an eye on the big fish. Just a hunch.
Yes, him and the captain seem to be getting along too well.
That's the problem right there. I can take
Yes.
one, because there really is only one Chip Danger in the world. Lord knows we don't need another one.
Chip's heart grows 3 sizes.
So I would just, just maybe we all keep our eyes peeled. And he kind of, and he has no pupils, so it's like bug eyes. It's real fucking creepy.
So how important is this cargo that you're missing?
Important enough that I don't want you to ask any more questions about it because I'm giving you a land speeder for it.
All right.
Wow.
That's fair enough. I deal with a lot of things with
Yeah, a man of your
that.
business variety surely understands my need for discretion. It's the type of cargo that has locks on it that will kill you if you open it. How's that?
That seems very secure.
Yes.
Mo, if you don't mind, and you see the android that was working behind the bar. Yes, can I help you? Yeah, if you could prepare some of the transports and help these fine people on over to the ridge, that'd be mighty appreciated.
Point of order, what are these things, by the way? Are they like mounts, or what are we talking about?
Oh, yeah, sure. They're mounts. You can ride them. They'll get you there mighty fast. And, yeah, you don't have to worry about that. You'll see them. They're out back. Don't worry about it. And,
I'm sure I'll look dashing.
So he stands up from the desk, kind of cracks his back a little bit. It's like, all right, if that's all, I'm gonna return to my slumber. Have a safe trip, and hope you return with your cargo.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Lon, dare I say. And again, Chip Danger. If you ever need a favor, call Danger.
Oh.
God. Oof. Stings. All right. So Lon just kind of nods, walks his way, and you see the
I'm just so happy with
scaffolding
that.
kind of creak a little bit, and you see the dust kind of come off, and he heads upstairs to his quarters, and you hear this shut and locking sound.
No, we leave his office.
Yeah, and Mo escorts you guys out of the office and around back, and you see these kennels. Not really kennels, ships designed to be kennels, but kennels nonetheless. And you see the same type of beast that Dax and Nell were using to pull. And you see this smaller version, a little bit thinner, almost like a racehorse, but a like an amphibious reptile-y version. And it's got like the mane kind of comes down to one side and slopes down to like the chest, like chest fur. It's very weird. Elongated neck, and it looks like these things are fast.
Would you say that it's alien?
It's pretty fucking alien. Like, holy shit.
Excellent.
I would
Excellent.
say that you guys have never seen this before, but I don't know. You could be
Nope.
alien.
No, but Chip also doesn't care. He can't rip it off. He can't have sex with it,
Oh,
and he
God.
can't steal from it. So
Oh, no.
like, it's kind of it's there. It
So,
exists. At least I cut
Two
it
of those
out.
you can at least try.
Oh
Wow.
God.
Wow.
Wow.
Dark.
So
Don't
You
say
know,
which one.
listen, this is what every time Julia fires off something and we're just like, yep.
Oh man. Oh, okay. I'm with it.
So
Alec, don't make me that player. Come on.
Yeah, I'm
You
the
know
one
I
playing
love
Chip
you.
Danger over here.
I know.
you all mount up and you
Yeah, we
start. Oh my god. I knew it was I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
Sorry.
That's
it's
where
so
it
easy.
y'all-
escapes your lips and you're like, motherfucker.
Yep. I was like, y'all mount up. Nope, wrong word. I already said it.
It's already gone. It's
Y'all
gone.
Make
Joe's-
your way downtown.
Joe's never gonna play with us ever again.
It's like, fuck.
You just gotta lean into it. You just get right on top of these big beasts.
Yeah, you do. So you all are making your
I
way
regret my decision.
across the desert. These mounts are pretty fast, and for those of you that are not used
Hi
to,
ho, silver. Away.
Oh.
those of you that are not used to riding mounts, these are actually quite easy to be ridden. It's weird. It's like they're God damn it.
I'm trying so hard to be good.
I
Please
started
stop
laughing too,
softballing.
so just keep going.
You make your way to the ridge, and you dismount from the beasts, and Mo then turns around and starts riding back, and all the beasts follow.
Oh shit.
And
Captain, was that part of the plan?
Apparently.
Well, that was
Were
a
you paying attention for that part of the plan? Because I wasn't paying attention for that part of the
real
plan.
bad
So-
plan.
That is a fair point. I'm not sure why I asked you. Quibble, this seems
Well-
rather suspicious, does it? He just stranded us here, didn't he?
It would seem so, yes. It was our mistake, really. We trusted the captain to have a plan.
Why did we
That's
do
fair.
that?
Because apparently we haven't learned our lesson yet.
so you
All
all
right,
look at
calm
him.
down there, Quidditch. Let's just check the map.
Quidditch!
Oh fuck! You all look out
Pull
over
up
this
the-
ridge, and you see layer upon layer of what looks like dugout rock, and it just goes down several thousand feet, or several hundred meters. And you kind of see as you look down off of this ridge. Oh no, what's happening? Okay,
Oh.
it's fine. It's great. This is what you see. Since handouts aren't working, this is
Okay.
you see what looks like a quarry of some kind, or like an old mine, or it looks like layer upon layer of rock was dug out purposefully. And it's really dark out, but you can still see this almost perfectly because it's giving off an ever faint glow to it, as if these little specks of rocks down in this quarry have like some kind of bioluminescence or some kind of luminescence. And just as you all sort of peek over the ridge, you hear this cracking sound.
Mm-mm.
And I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no! No!
Oh, Chip is good at these.
Okay.
Despite what his physique would suggest.
I'm gonna have to
Don't I have a barbarian?
Roll 20, roll this for me. 18.
Void Master, does my barbarian danger sense apply here? You have advantage on dexterity saving throws against you can see, such as traps and spells. I mean-
Yeah, you could see it. Yeah,
Does it work? Yeah.
I'll give you that. Yeah, because you could kind of
Thank
see
you.
the dirt cracking and the ground kind of cracking. So
I swear to God, I'm shaking up the dice. I'm rolling them in a tower. Like, I'm doing nothing to them, but I got a 20. Like, I got another
Jesus.
20.
Nice.
I got
I
a
s-
12.
Like,
12.
these
okay.
Planescape dice are the greatest dice I've ever had. I am never upset ever in
Whipple?
my life.
I think you've sucked up all my luck because even with a +4, that's an 8 for me.
Oh no!
wow. All right. So, Chip, you just something in the back of your mind tells you, I need to jump right now. And so you jump to the side, and you see this big tunnel just...
He falls. He falls to the side.
And Daywin, Quipple, and Styx, you all are just, like, on this tubular slide of rock that falls and falls down until you hit the bottom of this cavern, and you just feel sand beneath your feet, or amoeboid legs. And yeah, there's nothing but pitch black darkness, and you feel sand. It's getting everywhere, and you try and look around, but there's no light sources at all.
I don't like this. I don't like
And
it.
Chip, you just look at this hole in the ground, and the rest of your crew just went down this giant slide.
Huh. Well, that's probably not great for me. I might need them later. Is there anything else up here at the top of the...
There's just dirt, rocks, sand, a pretty view, but it's nighttime, so it's kind of like stars. It's kind of nice out, but nothing really.
Wah, fuck it, Geronimo, and he'll just go on down the slide.
Is the
Geronimo.
sand underneath? Is the sand
Alright.
underneath us moving in the sense that like we're worried we will sink into it or slide, or are we
No.
on like steady ground right now?
It's steady ground sand. It's just
Okay.
sandy. Like you
It's
can
not
see the
quicksand,
sand.
okay.
No, yeah, you can see the sand falling sort of down into it. It's just normal sand. It's not
Oh.
quicksand or anything.
Yeah.
Sticks,
The stick-
Sticks, shake me. I'm like a snow globe right now.
I pick him up and shake him.
Oh god. You just see all these little particles of sand inside of Quipple just floating around.
I give him a little shake and I say, all right, I think this is pretty stable at the moment. No one make any sudden movements, and that's when Chip comes crashing down.
Yeah.
I
And you
think
just
we're
hear,
pretty
you just hear
stable.
this.
If we don't upset it, then
Yeah, and just as soon as you start like planning ahead, he just crashes into the sand
Oh
face
my
first, and he says,
gosh.
"Perfect landing." Stands
Steve
up,
will be right back.
brushes himself off.
Oh, my God. Oh wait, hold on a second. Which one of you? And I'm looking at Quipple and Styx. Either one of you wear armor?
I have a breastplate.
Okay.
Also
Quipple,
a giant battle axe. So
Quipple, you want some help?
Some help with what?
And I just slap him on the shoulder and cast mage armor on him.
Oh,
I can do that. So it ups your... I don't know if it'll help you. He doesn't care to ask that. He's just wanting to help.
you just have mage armor.
He just wants to help. So it makes your base AC 13 plus your dex modifier.
Yeah, that actually does help.
Oh, okay. Because it doesn't help me. It makes my AC the same. So he can cast it without a spell slot. So he's gonna do it. All right. Now you're real shiny. Like you got... And his mage armor actually shows up as it looks like a tactical vest, so it looks like you have a slightly iridescent tactical vest on.
Is it glowing?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Light.
Just a little bit, you know.
Yeah. So as that light sort of starts to glow, and as the magic is cast, it's weird because dead magic zones normally magic doesn't work, but for some reason you were able to cast it.
Oh. Yeah.
And you hear this like, and you see this opening off in the distance, and you see this tunnel of some kind, but instead of sand and dirt and stone, you see steel pipes, wires, and grates that are leading further and further down.
Oh. Well, shit.
Perhaps we're in a ship.
That's would be the... What do you call it? The logical conclusion?
That is what some people would call it, yes.
I've heard you say it before. I'm learning things. Can I cast
I'm proud
Detect
of you,
Magic?
Devin.
Sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that also without a spell slot needing. I'm not used to this.
No.
I don't play magic users, and I don't play people with low wisdom, so this is real weird for me. This is very against type. Okay, so... Yep. It's concentration for up to 10 minutes. And I can sense magic within 30 feet.
Okay, cool.
And he...
Well, Devin...
He's just trying to touch everything.
So
Perhaps
you
don't
do
push any buttons.
detect some kind of magic, I guess.
Alright.
My battery's dying in my mouse.
No.
You do detect magic, but it's very faint, and it's coming off in that direction.
Alright, well, my spell brain says go that way.
Can I look for tracks in the sand to like see if our cargo was like dragged in here or something, like sand particles going
Sure,
into
make
the tunnel?
a investigation check.
Would this be investigation or survival?
Yeah, survival. Whichever of the two.
I'll
that
take
you-
it to research, but my survival is a lot better.
Go for survival then. That's fine.
Thank you. Bravery.
All right, so you see some tracks, but not anything recent because the constant flowing sand from up above is making it such that it's not letting you really track which direction they're going. So you find some tracks, but they don't point in any direction. It seems like, okay, there's one track, there's where to go. Okay, there's one, there's okay, it's not there. So it's just kind of everywhere, as if these tunnels were used before. You know that these tunnels were used before, and that they, to a degree, go towards the maintenance tunnel that you see.
Well, crew, have you figured out which way we need to go for Chip to work his magic?
Yes, actually, Chip, you need to go in that direction, and the rest of us have to go down this tunnel into this dangerous, life-threatening light.
Oh, Quoodle, you come up with the best jokes. That's why we
Quibble! It's Quibble! 17 years I've been on this crew. 17 years I've been on this crew, and every year you come up with a new name.
Really? It's Quipple with a P?
Yes, Quibble.
One P.
There's two.
Really? And that's always been your name.
I'm gonna look over at Pleep, and then look back at the captain.
I know that one is Pleep. That's easy to remember. It's Pleep. Who doesn't love Pleep?
Back
Isn't
pocket.
Isn't that the truth, Pleep?
Yeah.
Back pocket.
I'm just reaching into my back pocket. I got it.
Perhaps put it in your front pocket.
Okay then. And he moves it to his front pocket.
Into the scary light we go, boldly onward.
All right.
Captain, as your helper, put in a strenuous effort to remember Quibble's names from now on. I feel as the ship's healer, it is my duty to inform you of that. Otherwise, there may be consequences.
Wait, you're my doctor?
Why else did you think I'd have your medical records?
I don't know. Lots of people have those.
Oh my god.
I'm not very safe with them.
Wow.
Huh. Learn something new every day. I learned 2 new things today.
All right. I'm going to move you all.
Please,
over.
God, make it stop.
Hold on.
I
Sorry.
am so
All right.
sorry for my cat.
Boom.
It's mine. Mine just kind of posted up down here, and she's just hanging
Mine is
out.
obsessed with screens, so she's just like, ugh.
You all can see.
I see
I
darkness.
I see a black black
I
square.
see the darkness.
Darkness is the best.
I shoot a magic missile at the darkness. I
Who
love
has
that
mage
video.
armor? Quip has the mage armor.
Quipple
on.
has
I
the
have
mage armor on.
mage armor.
8 hours.
All right. I'm gonna say that emits
Come here, baby.
10 light.
Sorry, cat. Come here.
Yeah, you can hang out here as long as you don't try to eat my head.
Here, giant
forward.
fluffy
That's
beast.
really the line.
Yeah.
All
Mine's
right,
just like, I see a cursor and people moving on the screen. She loves movement on screen, so it's like an obsession now. What are you doing?
Do you want to have any reaction?
Do you guys see the?
Oh.
Do you guys see now the tokens on the
I only see
No.
black.
Nope,
Nope.
I
just
see it.
darkness.
Just darkness.
No.
All you do you see
Did
anything?
you do reveal areas?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Or
It's-
do you just see darkness?
Make
Are
sure
you
that's
making
all.
biscuits?
Everything you read is, or everything you revealed is on the token or map.
Yeah.
Okay, so just refresh it then. Maybe that might be the trick.
Wiggle, wiggle.
Hey, I see tokens.
Okay.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, let me refresh too.
I don't. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna refresh.
While we're walking,
Yeah.
Chip can tell you one of his stories of daring do. You see,
Oh, God. Please no.
once was the head of security. Chip was a security guard
Of
on
course
this
he was.
cruise ship. It was like a back alley freightliner.
Alright. Do you guys see your tokens now?
Hold on.
I don't,
I
but
don't.
No, I
Do
don't
we
either.
need to refresh?
I'm refreshing again. Anyway, so I was walking the beat of the fine hull. I don't have a thing for this. I'm just trying to babble and patter. There we go. I see tokens now. Huzzah. Huzzah.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm still struggling over here. I see nothing.
Roll 20. I wish you had stock because then I could like give you money to do better. And like I know that's probably what you need right now because you're like, oh my god, everybody's trying to play TNT all over.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I don't see. I just have a black square. So let's just roll with it, and
Yeah,
I'll
black.
keep trying to
If
get
you
it.
scroll
Joe.
down some, it's towards the bottom.
I
Yeah.
have it completely backed out on the Zoom.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
me
just see
too.
black.
It's nothing but
You just
black.
if you keep
Sorry.
refreshing, that's what worked for me, unfortunately.
Okay.
Got
So
it.
Yeah.
keep going.
Okay,
I'll keep
so
doing it.
anyway, you guys approach a door, and it is pitch black. It is nothing but darkness and Quipple's glowing armor.
Mhm.
So you approach this door.
Chip pulls out a flashlight.
All right, you have a flashlight. How far is the radius of the flashlight?
I don't know. I wrote it down. 60-foot cone of bright light.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I have one of those too.
Woohoo!
I forgot.
I got a lot of shit.
I do too. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm
Samesies.
flashlighting right now, and Chip
Alright.
has one of his pistols out.
Oh yeah. Weapons are out. Full shoal. Damn. Yeah, I don't see any tokens. That's okay though. I'll
Yeah.
just keep going.
You see tokens?
No, it's all right. Again,
Man.
not
All right.
worried about it right now.
Anyway, okay, so you see. Does anybody else see things possibly?
I
Do you
see
have control-
things.
Do you have control of your tokens? Can you move?
Well, that's fine. I can move good old Chip there. Yeah.
Quipple can
Alright. Cool. So the doors in front of you. What do you want to do?
Wait for someone smarter to open it.
I mean, what's the door look like? Is it like melded
It's just a
into the...
big. It's just a big like hatch door. It looks like any other door on like a space station. It's in a dome shape, and it doesn't seem to have any locking mechanisms. It looks like it's just a door,
Okay.
like a slide door that opens. It looks like it should be automated, but there is a manual hatch that will slide it.
I mean, I guess we could try it, and if not, I got maybe something that might make it open.
Boldly onward.
So the manual hatch, is this going to be just like you have to pull on it?
Yes.
Oh, now I can see tokens. What the shit? Okay. I got it. I got it. Okay. So, Julie, if you need to see something,
Oh.
just pull up the stream.
Did it work?
That's a fair point. I can now see tokens a bit. Oh, we just this a little bit. Nice. Also had almost everyone on camera for a second. Now everyone's disappeared again, but I have tokens.
I know.
I guess I'll take
tokens?
that.
Everybody can see tokens
I can
now.
see tokens. Yes.
Okay, doors in front of you.
Door's right here. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to move up and say, hey, Sticks, maybe you're strong. Maybe we can, a one-a, a two-a this thing and kind of, like, pull on the manual hatch.
Sounds good.
All right, I'll say with both of you, it's no problem at all. It's a little bit stuck, a little bit rusty, and it makes this horrible groaning, creaking sound as it comes back. But you're able to get it open.
Nice.
No issues. And let me reveal that area for you.
Well done. Another fantastic plan by Chip Danger. Executed flawlessly. I couldn't have done it without my stalwart crew.
It opens up.
All right.
All right.
Now,
You
someone
are-
go in and tell me if there's anything scary in there.
Y'all are free to move.
All right.
Feel free to move about the cabin as you will.
Okay. I will
Blasters
advance into
out.
this next area.
Yeah, and for those of you that have flashlights or anything, let me
Yes.
know.
I do.
I can adjust it. Okay, and it's 60 feet as well.
Yep.
All right.
I've
I
got...
draw my battle axe.
I was going to say, yeah, my blaster's out, and I've got my laser claws on. I punch things.
Chip's
Quibble
got his,
opens up.
one of
oh,
his
Go ahead.
sworn pistol. That's all I got. It's one sworn pistol. The other one's holstered.
All right. So
Quibble opens up his lab coat and pulls out a cane.
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
nice. All
Good
right,
old-fashioned
and
beating stick.
Feel free to move wherever you all want. You can explore this room.
Is there another door in front of us here, or was this like...
Oh yeah, I didn't reveal that part. Sorry.
No, you're good.
There we go.
Okay.
More stuff. There.
So yeah,
See doors?
we yes. So there's a north door, a west door, and an east door.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Alrighty, liking that. Don't let me make this decision, or I'm gonna pick one randomly.
I mean...
Oh god.
Yeah, tell us about this room. What else is in here?
All right, so in this room, you see there's some barrels up here in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
You see what looks to be a light fixture up here, but it's not powered on.
Mm-hmm.
You see some boxes over here. You see a grate. Besides that, it's just like the tunnel that you just came in from, but there's no signage, no nothing. It's just a room.
Is there like any kind of terminal input anywhere in this room?
There are no terminals in this room.
Okay.
But you do see wiring through the walls and everything, similar to the maintenance tunnel that you came in from. You do see wiring, so you're thinking like there's got to be a terminal somewhere.
Quipple, you do computers and stuff, right?
I'm gonna look over at Pleep, and then look over at the captain, and you see Quipple is like bubbling. He looks like he's boiling from the inside.
Oh,
Could you perhaps hack that wall?
Wow.
I hand Quibble some herbal candy that's good for calming down the nerves.
I don't know. There's like wires and stuff coming out of it. Maybe it's like a connection.
Quipple's gonna
Right.
grab the herbal candy
Shrug.
and just like stick it in his, and like it starts to dissolve a little bit, and he's gonna walk over and, Pleep, can you please try?
and Pleep flies up.
You said
Uh,
it, Pleep.
But it's run by another power source, but Pleep has kind of detected that it may be somewhere in the vicinity. Not sure though, because of all of the wiring.
Nerd stuff. Okay, sorry.
Dearest Captain, it seems we are going to have to search the room for the power source. You can't hack a wall if there's no power.
I like your tone. Which way to this power?
Where's the most dangerous part of the room?
It's wherever I am, because I'm Chip Danger.
God damn it.
You let me walk right in. What?
That one hurt.
That hurt.
That was a softball.
Yeah, I felt
Whichever
that.
whichever way you all want to go.
Let's just go fucking west.
Sure. Let's do
I'm
it.
just picking a direction.
To the west.
West.
I thought you said east.
I thought you said west. All right. So you
Oh my
managed to open.
God.
You guys managed to open this door, no problem. It's similar to the other ones. It's a little bit smaller, so it
They
only
managed
takes
to open this door, no problem.
one of you to open it. And you make your way in, or you can. I mean, feel free to move about the cabin.
Okay. All right. Let's see here.
So we went west. Okay.
West. I
West.
thought you meant east.
This is so weird because now I can't like see anything.
Yeah, you'll have to rotate your tokens because of the stupid flashlight cones.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to
see.
use darkness, but it's not really working.
Yeah.
No, it's all good. I see what's
I'm
going
trying to
on
make
here.
it all cool and stuff, but
We still
No, I
can't
like-
see here though.
I like where your head's at.
Yeah,
There we
the
go.
light doesn't.
Oh, there we go.
Ah, there.
Perfect.
all
All right.
So
So advancing forward.
you guys advance forward into this room, and as you guys advance, you hear this weird crying, like.
Uh-uh.
Quick,
Husks.
Captain! That's the power source. Run towards it.
And it's coming from this like bottom left door down here. Let me just feel a bit more.
Okay, that means that Chip is over here.
So you hear it coming from this door.
It sounds spooky
There's another
over there.
door. There's another door directly north that you can go through as well.
Okay, so let me just hold on so we don't lose the spot. This is a beautiful map, and I really appreciate the dark vision because it feels so real. This is like real comments. I'm just gonna mark these doors. So it's there and there.
Yes. Yeah. Those
Okay.
are the doors.
Those are 2 door locations.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry if it's difficult to see.
No, you're good. I love this. This feels so Fallout, and I'm so fucking into it.
And you hear the moaning coming from that door.
Not into that.
Yeah.
Quick,
It's not a
someone
good
go
moan.
check
It's
it
not
out.
A good moan, so.
Yeah, someone go check that out. Why don't you? Be a deer.
Oh, I suppose.
I'll go with you,
Um,
Quibble.
Sticks, could you do me a favor? And I'm going to pull my monocle out of the water and I'm going to take the top hat off. Would you be a dear and hold these, please?
Ooh.
Yes. I take
And
him.
I love
I'm
it.
going to walk over to this
I'll come with you.
and I'm going to use my amorphous ability to squeeze underneath the door like a puddle
Ooh,
Oh,
nice.
that's so
Okay.
cool.
and
Yep.
just see what's underneath there.
You hear
past it.
Chip whisper, "That's disgusting."
So as you squeeze underneath the door, you see just as you sort of peep under the door. Are you going completely into the room, or are you just looking
I'm just kind of like creeping like a puddle
to look in?
to look in, yeah.
Okay. So as you
Who's-
look, you see this morphed, mutated form of a person just standing there and just.
Mm-mm.
Oh dear.
Oh,
I'm
Does
gonna
look. I give you a
Creep
little.
back
it
out.
looks kind of like that.
Oh god. Yikes.
I'm
And
gonna
it's sitting in the corner of that room, just kind of.
I come out and I twirl into my form and pop my arms out through the sleeves.
That's disgusting.
Sticks, dear. My hat, please.
Here you go.
thank you very much. And he's gonna adjust it back on. Tap the cane. Captain, there's a beautiful woman right behind this door. And he's gonna step to the side.
Chip is gonna look at the door. He would have to like manually open the door, right?
Yeah, like pull it open. It's just a door.
Seems like a lot of work.
She's really beautiful. And I'm looking at Daywin and Styx just...
I mean, yeah, like, I bet she's got, like, real long flowing hair and stuff. Just the biggest boobs you've ever seen.
Wow.
You do make a compelling argument.
I mean, if I can't say it, you know, it's like, I see all the guys, like, uncomfortable, and I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Waiting for someone else to jump in there. So Chip
I was waiting for a third boob comment.
Well,
Chip,
that's
yeah.
true.
3 boobs.
Chip cautiously approaches the door and like
yes.
knocks on the steel. Hello, beautiful. Why, Quipple, I think you might be being a bit dishonest with your captain.
Oh, don't let her voice dismiss you. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You really should check her out.
And you hear the door start to creak. It's like, as it starts to open, and you see these claws right through the crack as it creeps open.
How open is it opening real slow?
Yeah, it's opening slow.
I'm gonna toss a concussion grenade and shut it.
Oh god, okay. So you toss a concussion grenade in and you shut it. Are you holding the door closed or are you just...
Absolutely.
Alright, so you hold the door closed and you hear this and you're... And there's no more groaning. And you hear like this slopping sound and this like...
I open the door.
It's just decimated. There are just burns and flesh, and it smells fucking terrible.
Gross.
Captain, how could you?
This is what happens when you lie to Chip Danger. And he shuts the door.
All right.
I mean, she didn't have really big. Okay.
She had real back pocket beauty.
Nice.
He'll
But
open the door back up to actually look at whatever the fuck just happened there.
This is
Yeah,
so
it's-
off the rails.
It's pretty bad.
That was like, I was looking at my character sheet and I just like saw a concussion grenade and I was like, how? That will work.
You know, Captain, it seemed to me like your personalities would have matched up quite nicely.
Oh. Damn.
They do say I'm quite a muskox. Is there anything else in this room besides goo and former monster?
No, there's just like random gear. It looks like these are like maintenance. This is like maintenance, mostly like you're gathering that these are where the workers would maintain like an energy source of some kind. So
Is it a terminal?
not in this room.
Not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore.
I was waiting for
fucker.
there used to
No.
be.
No, you're kidding that you blew up the bathroom essentially.
Oh, perfect.
Oh.
Then fuck it.
Yeah.
We're just gonna move on.
That's why
Yeah.
it smells like shit.
Ugh, God.
All right.
Okay, well, I guess we'll check out that north door then, right?
Yeah.
Keep going in the room we're
Keep
in.
going.
All right. So you all head up to the north door. Feel
Great
free
work,
to
Quibble,
move.
though. That actually helped us get around a nasty fight. Quick thinking. Really, it's 2 Ps and it's always been 2 Ps?
Wow.
Yes.
I feel like I should know for sure by now.
I feel like you should as well.
17 years?
You start seeing the bubbling in his...
So this door, as you open it, the door down the corridor from it looks like it's been smashed open
Oh.
and just off its hinges.
Okay.
So
Oh, well,
Okay.
I think if we move this direction, there might be some more beasties. Look real strong, because it's kind of hard to break down a door that big.
Why,
So-
Daywin, I think you're right. Why don't you go first?
Sure. I got it. Hey, Sticks, you wanna come back me up?
Yes, I think it's better if I walk first, Damon, and you stay close behind me.
Well, fair enough. I'll just
You
fire
can
up.
chime me with the torch.
I'll just fire up the old sparkle fingers here, and we'll get going.
Sounds
All
good.
right.
And I'll stay in the middle between other people.
I think you should go in the back.
Please
No
don't
true
tell him that.
commander. No true commander leads from the rear. Also, title of yours, Sex Hollow.
I knew it.
God.
I goddamn knew it. Wait, mine or his? Okay, never mind. Go forward.
All right.
Any
Let's
way you
go.
want it.
So you guys go ahead and
God damn
make
it.
your way.
Yeah, we walk forward.
Yeah.
Go ahead. As you
Excellent.
move, I'll reveal.
I'm
and
trying.
Let y'all know what happens.
Sticks is in the middle, or in the front here.
Oh, yeah, let them make the go first.
Move your butt, Sticks.
Oh god.
Moving.
Move your butt.
Sorry,
butt.
these tunnels are quite tight.
Everything
know.
is being
I have to get
laggy.
my four
Yeah.
legs into here.
Is there a way to turn this off?
Turn
Yeah,
left.
I think it might just
The
the fog.
dynamic.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think the dynamic lighting is just too much with Roll20 right
It's
now.
pissed.
It hates it.
Alrighty.
Otherwise,
It's off.
I would love it, but
Okay.
I'm gonna
I turned it off.
I'm gonna refresh.
And let me turn your.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think
Pardon me.
I think you're right. I think Roll20 is just like overloaded.
No, I
Angry.
use dynamic lighting a lot in like when I use Roll20 with classes characters, but with this many people on, I've just noticed that a lot of the functionality has been like really laggy and slow,
Yes,
and it's
it's-
not their fault. Like
No,
it just sucks. It's annoying.
it's still not
Alright.
working for me. It's not your fault. It's not anybody's fault. It's just it is what it is.
So I think you might just have to re-reveal the area now
Yeah.
that you turned off the fog of war, because I can see that the light is out.
Yeah, my light's out.
Huh? But you can't see the map.
Wait, do I not have a light to me?
Oh, Roll20.
I know.
I love you and I hate you.
Yeah.
You're so useful and you do so many good things, but then
At
that's
the same time, yeah.
Oh,
Did that work?
I think now I am here. Oh, okay. I'm
No,
torchless
now I can only see me.
But-
I'm just gonna keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
keep
oh,
going.
What the? Oh, this is so weird.
Oh god, I'm sorry.
No, it's
No,
not your
you're
fault.
good.
Oh, no worries. it's
Hey,
not
there
your
we
fault.
go. There we go. I can. It's on the stream.
Okay, perfect.
You all
It's on the
keep
stream.
going. If it's
Ah.
on my computer, it's on the stream.
Oh.
So I can.
Yeah, we're good.
I can see.
Yeah.
So
Oh
if you,
no, Chris, you're good. I got
You're
it
good.
too. I got it too. You're
Okay,
good. Oh, this
you
is
all got
perfect.
it?
I can
Okay.
see everything now. I
So
know
Chris-
everything.
I'm
I am
okay.
the one.
all right.
Highlander right there.
Everybody else good?
All right. Yep. I
No?
can. Yep.
Yes?
Okay.
Okay.
Moving on up.
Yep.
Yes,
To
this
the
is good.
side.
I see people. I see everyone except him.
Oh.
Oh, excuse me. Okay.
Oh no, now Joe's gone.
Okay. Okay.
I'm still here.
We're all still here.
We're here.
All right. So can you see this next area that you moved into?
This
Yes.
Up in
Yes.
here. Yeah.
Yes.
How
That
far
looks
can you
fine.
see? Has it revealed everything? Or
It stops here.
oh, thank God. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, if it just fucking revealed the entire map, I'm fucking quitting.
No.
No, you're good.
You're
So
good.
done.
You still
Alright.
have some darkness to play with. Yeah,
Yep.
this is
Thank
good.
God. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So you guys, you see, you come up and you see these big turbines. Still no terminals yet, but you can continue. And Six, you could kind of see up here.
Okay.
And as you walk up, you see this big machine.
Whoa.
It
Oh,
looks like it
heavens.
should be powered on. And as you round that corner, Daywin, you hear this. And this thing just runs at you.
Oh, you.
Go ahead and I'm gonna need you to make a dex save.
Me? Alrighty.
Yeah.
Dx. Hold on. Let me see what I got here. Okay. That is a not natural 20.
All right, so yeah, you make
A
it.
dirty 20.
There, that's 20.
So it like breathes out this gas. It's this big bloated corpse that looks like it's been rotting for a while, and it just breathes out this acid gas looking stuff. But you're able to like dodge out of the way. You can go ahead and make an attack if you want.
Okay.
And Styx, if you want to make an attack, I'd say you can, since you see it as well. Since
okay.
Chip and Quipple haven't really rounded the corner yet.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and roll my initiative for you, though, because I feel that direction happening.
Yeah, you can. That's fine. If everybody wants to roll initiative after.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
I'm just
to me.
gonna fire my repeater at it.
All right,
I'm gonna swing my battle axe at it.
That is a 24 to hit.
24, same.
Yeah, those hit.
Those are gross. Those are gross hits.
Those are fucking hits.
Oh, I hit the
Jesus
wrong one.
Christ.
Sorry. There we go. 13 damage.
Fuck. All right. What kind of damage is that?
11 damage.
Radiant.
Blood. Radiant. Okay,
Radiant. It's a little blaster.
Cool. Gotcha. Yeah. All right.
I do
So
11 slashing damage.
all right, slashing damage. Jesus. Okay. So Daywin just blasts it and then sticks. You bring down and you slash across its chest, and as you do, this like gas just starts to push out of the wound, and then in an instant it just it explodes, and this giant gas cloud surrounds both of you. I need both of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Con save.
See, Quipple, this is why I never go in.
15.
Constitution. Dirty 20.
All right. So both of you are going to take. Both of you take 15 poison damage,
Oh.
Ooh.
but you are not poisoned. This seems like whatever this gas is that has entered your lungs. You're able to kind of fight this urge, and you feel a little sick, but you're not too bad.
Ow.
You remember
Just
what
saying.
I said at the
It's
before we
just-
started recording, where I was like, I'm kind of concerned about my numbers. I now am remembering that the same people made the monsters. Because I was like, holy fuck, that's a 2d8, 2d10, and that was a dirty 20 in there, and that was like still enough to take 2d10, and then you're like, no, that's not the poisoning, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, that was just to not be poisoned was the
Oh.
Constitution saving throw.
Damn.
Phoebus.
That's pretty bad.
Mage Hand Press, y'all fight dirty.
Dirty.
Well, these are modified. These aren't directly out of the.
Oh, okay. Well, Chris, you
so
fight
Chris
dirty
fights
too.
dirty, yeah.
Yeah, combination.
Did you need us to roll initiative? Mine's in the chat.
No.
Okay.
It's you guys don't see anything else in this room except for this giant machine.
Oh, then fuck it.
Okay. I'm just-
17
I don't
years
like
and a
that.
rotting corpse, and you finally get my name right.
I don't know that you've ever told me that it's 2 Ps that
Oh my
directly
God.
before. I can't be blamed. I'm in the cockpit most of the time. I don't go down to the science places of the ship. I assume that they happen because stuff happens, and I continue to be great, and we succeed. And you've stayed on my ship for 17 years, so I can't imagine it's been that horrible. I keep paying you after all.
17 years, and this is the first time I've ever had to spend more than 5 minutes with you.
Well, that's why it's been 17 years.
Day when you do see a terminal.
This is why you don't mix
Okay.
management. This is why management stays in the cockpit.
I'm going to go to the terminal. I'm going to pass Styx a hypodermic needle with a healing potion in it. And
Oh,
then...
that's funny, because I actually was gonna use my speed and my healer's to
Oh,
also give you some HP back.
okay. I'll treat you. And I'm going to jab myself with that while I'm walking.
You get 1d6 plus 9.
So, 1,
You
3,
Are
get
you
12 HP back.
5.
Chip,
17.
are
Okay.
you and Quipple following behind?
Yes, I'm gonna come into this room.
Nice. That puts me back at full. Thank you.
And there is a terminal. There is a
much?
terminal over here by where
How much
Daywin.
do I get?
It'd be 2d4 plus 2. It's a standard.
Can you and Pleep do your tech magic? And he like waves at the terminal.
Yes, I think we can attempt it.
Well, let's see if we can get this big old hunker on.
I'm gonna walk up to the terminal and Pleep, will you? And I'm gonna look over at Styx and Daywin. He finally got my name right.
Do we not go for the front pocket anymore?
Back pot for.
I'll just move it to the back pocket. I'll move it to the other back pocket.
You hear him just kind of go, 17 years. Huh.
All right. Quipple, if you can make a technology check.
Yes, if I remember how to do that.
Tech check.
Tech check. Make a tech check.
So
Oh,
on
God.
these sheets, the custom skills are like underneath your passive
yes.
perception.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a +5.
Boom.
Nice.
Ooh, nice. A 14 + 5.
All right, so 19.
19.
Yeah, so easy enough. You are able to get into this terminal, and you realize that the reactor has been powered down and it's in safe mode. And so you go through the keystrokes, and you hear this woo, 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 and the reactor sparks back to life, and it's just and as it sparks back to life, all of the lights turn back on in the building, which this would be really cool if that darkness would work right now, because then I would just make them
Oh,
all
that
back
would have
on.
been.
That would have
Oh,
been cool.
that would have been fucking amazing.
Damn.
But, you know,
Spirit, that's amazing, and that you had that set up is fucking amazing. As
I
a DM,
did.
I respect that, and I feel your pain, my brother.
I had it on the GM layer, and I was ready to just, like,
Oh.
bring it to the map layer, and they all had light emitting. Oh, it's gonna be
Oh.
That's cool. That's cool.
Theater of
We'll
the
roll with
mind.
it.
It
No.
looked cool.
We need to
Yeah.
schedule a special premiere when Roll20 is not as open to show us that effect. It is just like, just please, because I want to see it. 'Cause
Yeah,
it sounds
same.
awesome. Because I want to steal it and use it.
Oh.
So I see it how it works, but it's a different conversation.
So yeah, the power comes back on in the facility. It doesn't seem as technologically advanced. A lot of this looks like a very, very old, very turn of the century, a sort of industrial revolutionary to us.
Oh, but is that
Yeah.
close to like what I would be familiar with?
Probably. That's what I was about to say, is Daywin would probably see a lot of this tech and be like, oh, I know what this is.
I
I
know
know
this.
what those are.
I know
Like,
this.
oh, those, I know, that's, okay, this is cool. It's like a steam generator that's creating electricity. You're like, oh, this is my kind of stuff. And yeah, so you are free to move. There is a door right past the terminal where Quipple is. And if you guys want to move into the next room, you can.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
I'll poke around this corner over here and see if there's anything else like off on the other side of this room.
Oh my goodness.
You see this stuff over here. It looks very similar to the area which you came from right before the exploder guy went.
Yeah. To this
It looks
part,
very
yeah.
similar, but all the technology now is starting to spin. A lot of the rotors and stators are starting to turn on and start rotating. These tanks are now filling with the steam, and you hear this hissing sound. So everything's just sort of come to life.
Say, Quipple, what does this machine do?
You know what?
You know, Chip, you may have a great question there.
Yeah, can I roll a tech roll to know what it does?
Sure, go ahead and
Okay.
make a tech
Just
check.
thought about that. Turn it on. That's definitely what Chip would say, but no, we don't know what it does.
17 plus 5.
Oh,
All right. So you know this is pretty rudimentary. It's heating up water to boiling point, creating steam, and then pressurizing that steam and using it to then turn turbines, which then run across or turn coils over magnets, which then create electrical current, which will power things.
Well, Chip, this machine is a lot like you. It boils water to produce that right there. Touch that. And he's going to point to the electric arcs.
Oh God.
I'll take a hard pass on that one, but I trust you. This is good. Looks a little shocking. And I'll turn back to the door with everybody else and be an adult. Oh God.
All right. Are you guys making your way through the door?
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
check
Did you
this room.
explore?
Yeah,
Yep.
All right.
I'm checking down here.
Oh my goodness.
Let me move you guys over to this.
Oh,
Whoa.
Oh dear.
oh, hello.
Oh heavens.
Oh shit.
I don't think we were
Can
supposed
you?
to see in that hangar yet. I'm gonna pretend
Oh,
like
no.
I didn't go.
Ooh.
You're
So-
supposed to
Yeah.
be in this hangar. Where the fuck is Quibble? God damn.
I would.
I mean, you're not supposed to see that far into the hangar, but you do see lava.
All right, I'll be this chip. So oh no, now we're in sans a chip, which I'm sure everyone's forgiven. Thank you. By the way, I want to check the data pad while chip is being resolved. Are we getting closer to the crates?
What the?
Yes, the crates are in the other room.
Okay,
Actually.
perfect.
Huh.
Oh, it went dark. Everything gone.
There.
There we go.
Yeah.
Since I turned off dynamic lighting, it just unhid the entire map.
Yep.
So that's cool.
Oh,
Damn.
I can't.
But there you go.
Well,
So
Yeah.
yes, the cargo is up north. You see.
Okay. Well, looks like that away.
can anyone
points?
else
I can't-
move?
I can't. No, I can't drag my token further right than this. Like, there's an invisible barrier here, right in front of the two of us, and I can't.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
I made
okay,
it.
okay.
I'm free. Oh. Wait.
Okay.
Okay. Now there's a barrier
Oh, God.
here.
Oh
Oh, I
god.
guess it's a door.
This is amazing.
Oh
No,
my gosh.
We're all getting a little slap happy now. What's hilarious about this is it's almost like the door is locked and we can't get through
Yeah,
it on
it
the map.
literally it is at the door. The game has become sentient. It's like no,
no.
I can't pass through that.
Would you
Oh,
like to
roll
play a
for it.
game?
All right.
No, we're stuck.
Let me. Okay, hold on.
Oh
Let me
god.
just move your character. You guys can move your tokens though, right?
A little bit.
Within a specific area.
Within a specific
Okay.
area, yeah.
Where the fuck did Zap? Okay, there.
There he is.
There he is. Oh god. There's-
I have multiplied.
No, stop! You're ruining everything. All right,
I'll
as
stop.
you guys open the door. Oh my god, now it's froze.
yeah. That feels
As you open the door, you see another one of those mutated figures. This one has sort of like this pink mohawk off to the side, and looks like it's wearing like a leather jacket. If I could reveal areas, that'd be super dope. Yay!
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
And
Oh,
it
God.
lets out this screech. It's just "Ah!" And everybody roll initiative.
Excellent.
oh, let's do it.
Excellent.
How much longer do you all want to play?
17. I'm good.
I'm good to play when however long.
That's a
Uh,
19 for Quipple.
14 for Sticks.
I can probably ride out this combat. I'll say that.
Okay. It
Yeah.
won't be super long.
Okay. So I got an 11.
I got 20.
All right, let me get initiative going. Oh goodness, I'm so like now. I'm just roll 20 is just.
I know. It's
Done
like
all
giving
the-
up the
done
ghost
all
at
the
this
things.
point.
It's
Yeah.
It's okay.
You're
I'm
totally
just-
fine. I know this pain very well. It's like.
All right. Yeah, that's no fun.
How many times have I gotten in the game and I'm just like, God damn it, there's like 4 copies of all of your tokens. What is going on? What's happening right now?
When it works, it's great.
When it doesn't, I want to throw it out a window.
I'm gonna shoot all these fucking things.
Oh,
Are the lights on in here, by the way?
Yeah, the lights are on.
Okay, then
So,
Chip has both his pistols out for sure.
The lights are on, and you guys see
Oh, fuck.
this?
oh fuck.
And
Oh fuck. Oh, what the fuck?
Not good.
Not good.
Sorry.
Very bad.
I was planning to get here faster, but you know.
Yeah,
roll
you know
20
how those one-shots work.
Yeah. So, all right. First up,
Dude, we
Daywin.
didn't even finish the Monster of the Week one.
I
Holy
know.
fuck.
I know. It is what it is. We're just playing for fun. My turn.
So there's the turn order. Let me see. Can I get people in the turn order? That'd be great.
That'd be fabulous.
Um,
Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep.
I'm a sheep.
I have officially, like,
Oh,
there you
jumped the
go,
shark,
There you go.
so...
There you go.
my throat is still hurt from all
There
the
you go.
dolphin sounds this morning.
That was demented. And I
There's
loved
so
it.
many dolphins.
I
There were
was-
so many weird parts of that
There we
game.
go.
It won't let me
Uh,
put... No. Never. Never.
That's alright. I got you.
Okay. Okay.
Alright.
Me. Just this guy or
Quick.
the other ones coming after us?
Not yet, but the screech alerted all of them, so they're all looking in that direction
Oh,
now. And you see a bunch of these like infected things,
Okay.
and then you see a what looks to be some kind of demonoid, like cybernetic demon of some kind.
Ugh.
You can't really make it out too good, but it's
It's unhappy.
It's unhappy.
Pissed off.
Okie
not
dokie.
happy.
Yeah, I'm the one closest to us. I'm actually going to move this direction by these crates. And I can fire at this one from here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. So yeah, I'm going to take a shot with my repeater. Come on, baby. 18.
All right, that hits.
All right, so pew pew for 11 damage.
Alrighty. So you shoot at it. 11 damage. It just. It's like.
Do not like.
Alright. Is there anything else you want to do?
That's me.
Alright. Next up is. Oh god.
Yeah, Quipple has his Quipple's initiative is not in here
Yeah.
yet.
What's Quipple? What's your initiative?
19.
19.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
tied
Alright.
with.
So Quipple, you're next because this guy has a low dexterity.
Okay.
Yeah, you can go because his dexterity is nothing.
You should be able to put it in like descending order.
Oh.
That's what I usually do.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoops. Haha.
Beep beep.
Nice.
Figured it out. Don't worry, my roll 20 brain is coming back now that it's fucked me over. Alright, Quipple, go ahead.
I would like to please stay here. And I'm gonna walk casually over here, unsheathing my cane.
Ooh.
And I'm
Alright.
going to bop it on the head with the cane.
All right, make an attack.
Give him a good old crack on the noggin.
19 plus 4, 19. 23.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, and that's a d6 plus 2. 4, 5, 6 damage.
All right.
And as I bop it on the head, I would like to kind of ascertain, is this thing living? Does it have a biological, like, is it biological in nature? Is it a living creature?
Yes, it is a living creature. It appears to look very similar to Daywin. It looks like a star elf, but it is still alive. It is still breathing. It looks like it's been tested on and modified and messed with. It looks like experiments have been done. Its throat looks a lot like bulgier and like just muscular, like it, like really heavy, like screaming. And its jaw is also like really gaped down. It looks like a lot of experiments have been done with its vocal cords and its throat.
Gotcha.
But it is alive.
Gross. That's disgusting.
Okay.
All right, and so as you bop it on the head, it's just like, is there anything else? For your turn?
That was my action, so I am going to have to wait till my next turn to do the next thing.
Right.
Did he give you? Was there damage?
Yeah, I rolled a
Yeah,
d6.
he
Oh,
gave me
okay.
damage.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. All right, so this creature's gonna turn over to you, and it's just gonna go and just let out this horrifying scream. Its throat bulges to almost 3 times the size, and its mouth just opens huge. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom, huh? Okay. Plus 2, so 14, 15, 16.
16. All right. So this scream, and you are just point blank with it, but it's just the perceptors that you have for your amoeboid body are just like vibrating, and it's like you've got this for like a second, and then it wears off, and you're able to kind of shake it off and not become deafened by this scream, and you suffer 11 points of psychic damage
Ooh.
as this thing has just rattled
Damn.
your brain. That's a good roll.
No, my brain. That's the one thing I have.
That's the one thing I need. And then as it does that, it's gonna turn and it's gonna bolt off this wave. And you can make an attack of opportunity if you'd like.
Do I have... Okay. It's trying to get away from me?
It's just it's running off this direction.
Okay.
So you can use your reaction to make an attack of opportunity if you'd like.
Does this give me the opportunity to use my my amorphous form?
To do what?
After I ascertained that it's a breathing creature,
Oh god. Sure.
I can squeeze through a 1-inch wide space and fill its lungs.
Oh.
Now, I can't expand inside the space, but I can...
Yeah, you can. If you'd like to use your reaction to climb inside of this nasty, very experimental thing, you can.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Alrighty. So you all see Quipple's amorphous form just sort of crawl into the mouth of this thing, and it's like...
That's disgusting.
And it just falls over. It didn't have that many hit points left, so it pretty much just drowned. It drowned on Quipple. Yeah, so it falls over and ceases to exist.
This is an experimental test subject.
All right.
It's your one Monty Python reference per D&D game, everybody. You can go
All
home
right.
now.
So this mech demon is going to run down here and make a shot on Daywin.
No!
Yes.
No!
What?
Luna's reading.
Luna's reading a book, huh?
Yeah, she's.
All right. Let me see.
Hey, baby.
23?
Shoot. Yeah, I can't even shield that. So, yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah, 23. All right, so you see this cybernetic enhanced demon with like a metal leg, what looks like a peg leg, kind of, and it just kind of like, and it just fires off this abyssal repeater,
Damn.
and it hits you, and you take 9 points of fire damage.
Okay.
As this just scorches your chest.
Okay.
And then it's just
Ow.
gonna stand there and go.
Ow, son of a bitch. Why? Oh, you
All right.
piece of shit.
Sticks.
Okay, I'm going to turn to Chip. And I'm gonna say to him, Captain, give me some words of encouragement.
Go get him, Strax.
Oh, God.
Perfect, that's enough. And then I rage because he's such a douchebag. That was what I was looking for.
Great.
That's amazing.
Alrighty.
And then I
Raging.
charge at this bitch.
Oh God.
And
All right.
I'm taking my battle axe in both hands and I'm gonna slash it.
Jeez.
Get it.
Oh, damage first.
Damn.
21 for the first one.
That hits. God damn.
So that. Oh god, I need to look up the thing. Okay, does rage give me bonus damage?
Gives you like bonus everything. Rage is awesome.
Yeah.
Rage is one of the best
okay.
abilities in all.
But maybe I would use
Yeah.
this to plus 2.
Tuh.
Plus increases your level. Oh. 4. Okay, plus 3 damage. Okay. 1d2.
See that makes him miss.
That's nasty.
That makes him miss 3-5 rage. 3-5 rage is the most disgusting thing on the planet. You get like a plus 5 or 6 to your strength.
Okay, that's 16 on the first hit. That is the maximum
16 damage.
Jesus.
Yes, 16 damage.
Jesus
I rolled a
Christ.
10 on a d10.
Yeah, she
Alright.
did. That's nasty.
And then for the second
No.
hit,
Get it.
it's just a 12. Little note here.
Just a 12 that misses.
Okay, and the second hit misses.
All right. So as you're just bringing down blow after blow on this demon, the first one hits and strikes across its chest, and it's kind of like you hit flesh, and then it hits metal, and then back to flesh. But you do land some damage on it.
Nice. That's my turn.
All right. Alrighty, and then next is these guys. This one's going to run up here.
Damn.
Daylin. I'm just gonna make a claw attack on you.
Alrighty.
That is going to be a 16 to hit.
Oh, that. I'm gonna shield that.
Alright, so you shield that. So it just comes up with the claws, and it scrapes off this force barrier. And that's its turn. And then this one is going to come down on sticks behind
Yikes.
it and make a scratch attack or claw attack.
Clutch.
Ooh, 20. 20
Oh.
to hit. Is that hit?
Oh yeah, that hits me.
Okay. Yay. I mean,
Yay.
alright. So you take 9 radiant damage as what
Nice.
looks like these experimented claws come down and rake across your back.
Yeah, so 9 is the full damage. And
Yeah,
Which is
9 radiant damage, and
5?
so raging was half. Yeah,
4 or 5? 5, okay. 5 points of damage.
And that's their turn. Chip.
Fucking fantastic. So Chip is just gonna jump up onto them crates right there. And he's gonna pull out both of his swarm pistols. He's already got them both out because he's got quick draw. And he's gonna fire 2 shots off, like each hand, like pew pew, off at this one that's fighting Daywin.
All right.
So let's see.
Make your
First
attack.
2. That is a 22
Jesus.
and a 21.
Yeah, that hits.
Nice.
And then each one is 2d4 plus 4, so that 3 and 4, so 7 for 11 damage first shot, and then 4, and then that's a 1. 5, 9, so 20 radiant total damage.
Jesus Christ. All right. Yeah. So you just blast. Which one are you shooting at?
The one
demon
right
or
next
the...
to Daywin.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
This
The loaded one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just shoot, and it just goes straight through its flesh, and you see this like gas kind of puff out, and it goes, and it just kind of collapses over as that just took it down.
So now I'm gonna do the extra attack that I get because I'm a gunslinger.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna shoot at the gas bag that is hitting Strix from behind.
All right.
So that is 25 on the hit.
Yeah.
That is that one's not nearly as good. 12.
That misses.
Yeah, so probably just the first one. 3 damage plus 5 plus it's another 9.
All right.
Another 9 radiant.
All right. So this one you blast a hole in it, but it's still up and standing, and it's kind of making this gasping, sucking noise through this hole in it, and this gas is just starting to kind of expunge.
So I'm gonna use the hot shot feature with that blaster. I can't use it the next turn, but I'm gonna use the hot shot feature that I have from being a space cowboy to do an extra d4 of damage.
Alrighty.
And I got a 4.
All right. So 9. Okay.
13 total.
Jeez.
So that hole's looking bad. It's still standing. It's gasping a lot. But it's still standing.
No one crosses chip danger and walks away from it.
Oh my God.
That's my turn.
All right. And these little infected guys are gonna run up to here. Run up to here, and this one's gonna
Oh no.
run down to here. And this one is going to make a attack
Just wait.
against Styx.
Bring it.
20.
Hits.
Alrighty. So that's going to be another 9 radiant damage. Rakes across your back.
Reduced to half. Okay.
Yeah, so 5, another 5.
Yeah.
And so you're just getting wah 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 against with all these demons. And that's their turn. This one can't get close enough to Daywin. All right, so Daywin, top of the round.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. So this one by ruler. This one by Strix looks bad, right?
Yeah.
This one's been hit, but is still up.
It's still up.
Understood. So I'm going to point at Chip and go, "Hey, good one." And I'm gonna run over here, hop up here, and I'm going to fire my repeater at the big weird one. That one. So that's my action. I have to get the right thing up here. Here we go. Here we go. Boop. And so whatever that is ooh, no, 7. That misses.
Yeah, that misses.
Okay. So I meant to do that. And then I'm going to point at the big one and cast technical difficulties at it.
All right.
Ooh.
So, that one, and it will cause. If it'll let me do this, come on, baby. There you go. It is concentration, and I can cause blasters to malfunction.
Choose a piece of magical technology within range. The device malfunctions. Okay. So you choose the repeater that it used?
The weapon that it hit me with, yeah.
Okay. All right.
So I'm just gonna hold on to that spell.
Alrighty.
And that's my turn.
All right. That guy's dead. All right, Quipple. Inside the lungs of this disgusting creature, and you realize these biologically are pretty big lungs. Like, this is abnormal. Like, you would have to kind of squeeze in there if it was normal humanoid lungs. But these lungs are huge, probably takes up the majority of this creature's torso.
Replaced.
Yeah.
Would be my assumption.
Yeah.
I'm going to leak out through the nostril of this thing.
Ugh.
And then I'm gonna twirl up and pop my hands out the sleeves.
Oh god.
And I'm gonna look at the captain,
Ugh.
and then brush off the little mucus from the shoulder.
Chip is standing, Captain Morgan, on these like blasters smoking. Nice of you to join us.
I will keep your mouth shut from now on.
That's
Your
disgusting.
nostrils are tiny, but your mouth. And I'm gonna walk around him intentionally and walk up to this one, and I'm gonna click the cane and pull out a sword and try to stab this thing in the face.
Alrighty.
Nice.
Go ahead and make an attack.
I love a good cane sword.
That is a 15 plus 4, so 19 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
D6. Oh yeah, 6, 7, 8. 8 piercing.
8 piercing. All right. So you stab the cane sword into him. Pull it back out. It's got this nasty greenish ichor on it. And it's just, but it's still standing. Any bonus action or anything else you'd like to do?
No,
All right.
I'm good.
All right, and this demon is going to, looking around, it's going to make another claw attack, another cyber claw attack on you, Styx. Ooh, sorry, not cyber claw. Those the other guys. An innervating arm blade attack.
Ooh.
Yeah, and a 13 to hit.
Nope.
All right.
My AC is 50.
So it brings down this black dark energy blade that's just protruding out from its forearm down to you, and it swings wide, and you're able to dodge it and kind of bounce off the back of this exploder boy behind you. And he's gonna look a little bit irritated, and you see him fiddle with something on his chest, and this orb in his chest starts to glow, and it goes, and then it disappears, and then it reappears way over here.
Oh,
And that's its turn. Styx, it's your turn.
yes. I'm going to attack this boy with 2 battle axe slashes.
All right, go ahead.
A 9. That probably does not hit.
That misses.
And rolling dice. Come on. 17.
That hits.
Cool. That's 10 plus 10 points of slashing damage.
All right, and that was against the big guy or the
This dude.
Okay, so you bring it down. First one kind of jumps over to the left, and then just as it's about to go and swing at you again, you bring it down and you cut its arm off, and its arm just kind of, and you see it oozes and it starts to become this like black sludge, and it looks like it almost dissolves itself and just falls through the grates.
That looks pretty unhealthy, my friend, and I should know.
That's disgusting.
All right, is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
No, I'm not gonna move. So yeah, I'm just gonna stay there.
All right.
I guess can I move like this? And since I'm circling, I won't get any.
Yeah, you're still. Yeah, they're still both within attack range. So
yeah, I'll do that just to get a little bit of cover behind the ship.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right, and then this guy is going to move down here and get right there, and it is going to suck in a bunch of air, and you see its belly just get really, really big, and you see the gas.
Even with all the holes?
I was gonna say the gas starts pluming out of the holes, and then you hear like this really high-pitched whine, and then it just detonates itself. And I need you and Quipple and both of these other infected guys to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh boy.
Okay, ice cream dice, don't fail me now.
Come on.
Do I have advantage?
With danger sense, it's a danger that you can see. So, well, no, you're engaged with the one in front of you.
Yeah, danger is just advantage against effects you can see, such as traps and spells.
Oh. I mean, I'd say sure.
Description.
You can have advantage.
I can't be
Probably
blinded, deafened, or incapacitated to use it, but I'm neither of these.
You could shout at Quipple and give me your advantage.
Ooh.
If I could, I would like to do that. What's my dexterity thing? Yeah, just.
Chip will scream out, "Watch out! It looks like it's going to be icky."
Icky.
15. My advantage was a natural 1 anyway, so.
All right. So 15, Quipple, what did you get?
I got a 4.
4. Oh. All right.
Yeah.
So Quipple, you take 11 poison damage and 9 bludgeoning damage. And Sticks, you take half of that, so 6 and 5. So 11 total. 6 poison and 5 bludgeoning damage. From this just
so
flesh.
11 in total. Is that because
Are you
is
raging?
that because I made the save?
Yeah, and you're raging
Okay, cool.
too. So are you resistant to bludgeoning as well?
No, I'm not, because of the variant roll where you.
Oh, gotcha. Radiant instead. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and so you're hit with this flesh and gore, just shrapnel from this thing exploding, and it leaves behind this poisonous gas cloud in its space where it was. And that's its turn.
Yipes.
As the poisonous cloud settles, there is a pile of clothes laying on top of a puddle. Quipple is down.
Oh no!
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 Oh, fuck.
I'm sorry.
No.
Oh shit. Yeah. And so these two guys.
I just learned its name.
And now it's.
Wow.
This is why I don't learn the crew's names.
So these two also were just.
Oh, I guess.
Both-
Oh, that's good. I
yeah,
can
both of them
get
didn't
crippled
make
back
their
up again.
save. They
Sorry.
took full damage and they had been hit before. They're both dead.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, to Chip and even take care of the remaining ones.
All right, Chip, it is your turn.
All right, Chip's gonna take care of the remaining one. And he's gonna just move over here. And because he's got that quick draw, he's gonna swap out the swarm pistol for the secret back pocket weapon I've been saving this whole time. The motherfucking singularity emitter.
Oh my god. I forgot you had that.
Shit.
That comes out of hammer space.
That's amazing.
So I'm gonna roll the hit. This is gonna be when my dice goes bad. Just watch.
Yeah, really.
No, that is a 25.
Jesus.
Yeah,
To
that
hit.
is. Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is gonna be 2d10 damage, and I'm shooting the demon thing
Gotcha.
for sure. D10, I never use you. Do not fail me now. So it's 8 plus 6, 14 plus 8, so it's 18. 18 points of force damage.
All right.
And anything within 10 feet of it, each creature within 10 feet of the target is pulled up to 5 feet toward it.
Nice.
That's amazing.
Nice.
Chip just like pulls this like fucking like rocket tube out from like underneath his flight jacket and just blasts it off. You just see like a singularity smash into
Oh,
this demon
God.
lady.
Oh my god. That's so good.
That's what happens when you mess with Chip Danger.
And that's so bad. Oh my god.
Now, where the fuck is my cargo?
Are you gonna check your data pad?
Oh god.
Not in the middle of battle.
Oh, okay. I mean, sure, fine.
I don't know.
He's holding a black hole. Sure.
Yeah. All right. So this one is his last. He's gonna try and move. He's not gonna get close enough. Oh, he's gonna dash. Fuck it. And get up
Oh.
right there. Right in
It's-
Chip Danger's face.
It's really got some balls to get this close to Chip Danger, huh?
And that's its move. So,
Okay.
Daywin.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So, this thing's still alive. Yes. The weird robot lady.
I would assume it's partially bound if it just got hit by a singularity.
Yeah. So. Okay.
No more. Thank you.
Here's what we'll do. I'm going to. Let's go. Did we lose Chris's audio, by the way?
No?
What, Master?
Didn't? Yeah, wait, did we?
Okay. Jesus.
Chris?
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. We were just
The
making
internet
sure.
the internet just like pooped
What?
out, and then all of
Okay.
a sudden it's back. Okay. Sorry. what?
No, you're good. I'm figuring out. So I look at the puddle of goo that is Quipple, and I'm like, "Are you sure I could fix him?" But I guess I'm supposed to go after the bad lady, and I'm going to cast Quick Step on myself as a bonus action.
All right.
That gives me an extra 10 feet for the duration.
Nice.
So that means I'm gonna move. They're dead. I'm just gonna move by Strix and get up here, like around the ship,
Okay.
so I can get a better shot at her, and
Alrighty.
fire my repeater at her. Then. So, bang, pew pew. Come on, baby. 21
Oh, yep, that hits.
for 23 fucking points of damage. Eat my butt.
God
Nice.
damn. Yeah. So you shoot, and it shoots right through the chest cavity of it, and it knocks that device that it used to teleport, and it goes to like grab for it. It's like, oh, and it kind of expires, and that device shatters on the ground. And as it shatters, you just see this like pulsing, and the energy just get absorbed, and you hear this rumbling coming from beneath the ground.
So good. Killed the bad lady. Bad. There's a noise.
And it's Quipple's turn. Quipple, I need you to make a death saving throw.
Yep.
Oh god.
That would be a 7.
No!
So that is a failure.
No!
All right.
All right, Styx, it is your turn.
I'm gonna move right next to the little adorable puddle that is Quibble, and I'm gonna take out my healer's kit. I'm gonna like get him back on his feet.
Aw.
That is how much?
We need our dapper amoeba man.
One,
Person.
Yeah. Dapper Amiibo Man.
I'm having a weird deja vu right now for some reason.
1d6
Bizarre.
plus 9.
How bizarre. How bizarre.
Heals for 14 HP.
14. All right.
Yeah, I rolled really good. And I kind of like the mental image of as she's healing him, she's kind of reshaping him, like building him up again from the
Aw.
Like the
end,
Jello.
basically. And then she's like, okay, and here's the monocle. And then at the last piece, she picks up the top hat and puts it on his head.
Aw.
Just
right.
call me
There
Frosty.
you go. Welcome back.
Thank you so much, Styx. I owe you one.
Aw.
Aw.
Yeah, it's what I do. Don't worry about it.
Aw.
All right. So Chip, your turn.
All right,
You
so
have this last one right in front of your face.
yeah, I got this. I'm gonna use my bonus action to expend one of my risk die that I get for guns
Okay.
to do a dodge roll. And I just kind of roll 15. You may expend one risk die as a bonus action to move 15 feet, reload any firearm holding. This movement does not provoke opportunity attacks, ignores difficult terrain, and you can move through hostile creature spaces as long as you do not end your movement there. In light of that, I'm actually going to go over here.
All right.
I'm going to quick draw and switch back to the sword pistols, and I am just going to like dart off the appropriate number of shots here.
Yep.
To just put this thing down.
Yep.
So that's 18,
That hits.
14,
That hits. Jeez.
15,
That hits.
and 14.
That hits.
So average damage, that's going to be at least 12.
Yeah.
No, at least 16.
You're gonna kill it.
20 something.
It's like overkill.
Yeah.
You just like you unload the clip. You just unload the clip into this thing, and it's just you dodge rolled behind it. It hasn't even turned around, and it just like Platoon, like Willem Dafoe and Platoon. It's just got lit up from the back, and it is smoking corpse done.
Chip like flips the blasters and he puts them back into his blasters. This is why you're on my crew.
Oh my god.
And then the rumbling gets louder and louder.
I think we need to find the cargo and get the hell out.
Yes, we do. We do.
And as you look for the cargo, you notice that this box right here is beeping, and your data pad is corresponding to the blips.
Check that out.
And it's actually small. It's not that big. The case, the very important cargo, is just a tiny little briefcase.
Okay, I'm gonna grab it.
Hey,
Open it. Is it Baby Yoda?
No.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
not
Wait,
Yoda.
we have no way of getting back. Are these ships operational? Can we just take it and go?
Are they?
Pleep, check him out, please.
Great thinking. See,
have
I knew I'd catch you around for a reason.
Huh.
Oh God.
You see
Come on.
this lava just start to foam
Nope.
up,
Nope.
We should
Okay.
go.
Bad.
and these
We
demons
just get onto the ship. We just
demons
assume
just-
that it works.
Time to go.
We're gonna assume that it works.
So as you guys are looking for the door on this,
Can I make a piloting check to like intuit where the door?
Sure, go for it.
Yeah.
If that fails, Strix is just gonna punch a hole into it.
16.
Oh Jesus.
Oh
fucking-
God.
This giant mecha abyssal just punches through the floor and
That's bad.
claws its way up
Ah.
and is just speaking in abyssal. And these other demons come up,
Oh
And-
go.
and
They'll
just
probably
as
not fight that.
just as this happens,
God.
you see, or you hear rather, the wall right across from you guys collapse, and you see a very, reassuring image as your ship flies in, and you look at the cockpit, and there's Trixie
I knew it.
just waving.
Better plan. Go.
Go.
And that is where we'll end. As you guys rush towards the ship with this mecha abyssal and lava just coming up out of the floors.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Well done.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh,
Nicely
look at
done.
this. This is amazing.
That
This
was
is
great.
amazing.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
We are.
Great job.
Apologize for the technical
Hey.
difficulties.
Very good.
What are
It
you
happens.
gonna do? You know.
You handled it well.
You did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just moved forward. We are way over time. We're very grateful for everyone who
Yeah.
stuck around. No, hey, it is what it is. It was the last game, you know. Thank
It
you.
was heaps of fun.
Yeah. Oh my god, this is great. Thank you everyone who played, who ran games. Thank you everyone who donated awesome prizes. Thank you for watching. Thank you for helping us support charities that do really, really good work, especially for our most vulnerable people and populations right now. I think we're going to do another one here pretty soon. I think we're going to do another charity stream in the next couple of months. So all the videos are on Twitch. I'll get them uploaded to YouTube here soon, but none of that matters right now. Stay safe. We love you all. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next Saturday for our very last campaign game. So, all right. Bye, everybody. Take care.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Take care.